together as people pile in. You ever tell a bitty?
Yeah, you snap. Fan was showing me that the other day. I was like,
I ain't freshest.
It was the fact that it was multiple that killed me. I fuck with it though, but I was just like,
definitely fuck with it, but it's just like unexpected. But hey,
because when he said he was like, yeah, Doug got a polo, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, makes sense. I thought about that, you know, having you the one for you know, just for business purposes. Then when he said it was multiple, I was like, oh shit, he cold.
Yo. We get in it together, y'all. We about to yeah, we got people piling in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Black Geek Polo. No, I don't remember yelling, but my voice is gone like a motherfucker. I don't remember getting like that lit last night, but apparently so.
Yeah.
Me either.
It ain't. I thought it was already plugged up.
It wasn't plugged up. There you go.
You're gonna have to hit the unmute button. Like I said, I thought it was plugged up, so I just muted the channel. Let's see if Bacardi won this golden ticket.
Hey, it'll be epic if you win it on camera.
Definitely. I need that receipt too. That's okay. Just in case they like me, you had to come back. I'm like, no, nigga, I won live. I showed y'all. You said you better get my shit, nigga.
It's unmuted.
It's at the bottom.
Yeah, it's just that red one, like the only one that's highlighted.
Yeah. Hey, what up, GP, bro? Hey, dog, you was definitely missed, G. Like, hey, man, it was really dope because I know that you and Glove been pushing the Chicago C2E2 agenda. And so, like, I was telling a lot of people, like, you know, I'm used to, like, when I'm there at C2E2, we've been covering for the past 5 years. We always running the O. We always running the Glove. So to see all of our other mutuals actually out there in fucking Chicago was crazy, bro. Like, yeah, bro, you should, like, man. I know you was sick that you couldn't make it, but man, but it was beautiful, bro.
It was a smooth.
The culture came out and held it down. The community came out and held it down like a motherfucker. And then, like I said, with Bacardi, he always doing the blind boxes. So we're gonna see if Bacardi.
I don't always do the blind boxes.
Nigga, that's the third time you did it.
Is it?
Yes.
That's not always still. I feel you.
You do it blind box?
Yeah. It's like the third time.
This is my second one.
Third.
He didn't end up buying the one at Anime Milwaukee. That's the other time where he said I was gonna
okay.
Because when we left the day at Anime Milwaukee, you was like, I'm coming up here tomorrow to buy it.
Yeah.
And
so this would have been three. This would have been 3 cons in a row.
What was the first one?
What was the other dream box you got?
You got one at C2E2, think before.
What it is?
I don't think it was that Nintendo one.
I don't know if it was Nintendo. Yeah, we went to this press, so the vlog probably after the New York trip, to be honest. Yeah. But it'll definitely be up at some point.
I mean, they give us like a month
or
they
be saying
2 months or something.
They be saying 60 days.
Yeah,
I try to get it way before
that.
But
we got some a tradition. See, now it's a tradition. GB said the blind box got to be a tradition.
I swear, I know you definitely got. I think it wasn't like you said, it wasn't a Nintendo one. It might have been.
What was the year?
Because I don't remember what
I got the Titan one.
Because I don't remember what I would have got in it.
I got an Attack on Titan one. I think you had picked. It was a branded one.
I don't remember what brand you got. That's what.
Remember, I was upset about my Attack on. No, I didn't. I didn't get Attack on Titan one. Nope, I got a Supernatural one. Remember, I was talking about how trash it was.
Did you get the Attack on Titan one then?
No, because I wouldn't have got that. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that was another sign that y'all thought I was gonna get a box, and I didn't.
I know for sure because there was 3.
I got a box at
Corn got the Attack on Titan
okay, it was
one.
Corn. Got
You
the-
definitely. I just can't remember the brand that you got.
You definitely got a
I
branded
don't
one,
remember.
bro.
I don't know what box I would have grabbed then, fam. At all.
Clearly, you didn't get nothing.
I
great.
didn't get nothing good
You
because I didn't bring
get
it back to the
nothing
podcast or nothing. I didn't get nothing great out of that box. So now my hopes is really low. You know what I'm saying? My hopes are really fucking low now. You know
But
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man, the con was definitely like the energy was different this go round. I loved it.
Yeah, y'all was outside. Y'all was outside.
There was so many people.
That you know what, and that's what it is. The outside aspect after con, like, because like we got introduced to that at DreamCon with the anti-Twitter community, right? And our experience of going to cons, we didn't have that before, right? So we would go to C2E2, we would cover Edge Press, we go down to the con, like the bar within the convention, but it wasn't like the like there wasn't a curated nightlife.
Yeah, it wasn't like, all right, everybody we're going here afterwards.
And so with Land Party doing something with O and Simone and everything, and then just seeing like all the people on the timeline that we fuck with there, I think that's what changed the energy. And I think that every time I talk about conventions and I tell Black people to come out to conventions, it is that I talk about that experience more. Like the con is the con.
Yeah.
Every convention, outside of if they get in a bag about panels, or if they get in a bag about like the talent that's going to be there, all cons is really generally the same. It's the same information: how to get into anime, how to get into most of the panels are generally a manga creator or whatever like that. Like it's stuff like that, where that they have those workshops, which is very informative. And I tell people all the time, like, if you want to get that information, these are a good hotbed to get it. But it's like if you go to enough cons, you're gonna have the same type of experiences. It's really the people.
That's a big ass.
Just in case they didn't see it.
You covered.
Just covered me. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Covered me all the way.
I put it back down, but I
So
want
fuck
everybody
what you
to know
talking
that. You know
about.
what I'm saying?
Look at this big
Just in
ass
case you didn't see the
box.
mystery
Just to say the
box.
vibe. But I think, like I said, it's the people. So then when you get people who know how to put on events or just make it fun, knowing that a lot of people are going to be in there, I think that's what it is. I think that's what made last year's DreamCon so epic, because if you think about it, like with the bow party, that was literally creating moments.
Yeah, it's like
people.
what GB was just saying. I know Doug highlighted the comment already. Especially when you go into con solo, finding some people to go to dinner with, go to the bar with, whatever afterwards. A con is like you said, a con is a con is a con is a con, but the people is what make each convention special.
Yeah. So before we get into our full-fledged C2E2 recap and everything, Cardi, let's go.
You want to open the box? Yeah, I thought we was gonna do it during the pre-show.
This is the pre-show, pretty much.
It was like 20 items, so it's probably like 20.
It said 20 plus.
So 20 plus items supposed to be $250 in Amazon value.
Which
plus.
means
GB said that better had $200.
That is big ass. It is a big ass box, fam. It's a big ass box.
But the fact that they said Amazon merch got me worried.
Yeah,
it was a sign. It really specified Amazon merch.
Hey, but Amazon be having some low key gems.
We got 23 people. I know we talking straight to GB, but he's the most interactive right now.
By the way, Bo, what's happening? I didn't miss that comment.
What up?
They had a golden wrap box that said it was $500 for the box, but it said it had about $1,000 worth of stuff. I want to know if anybody bought that box. I really want to see.
What's crazy is in that box, I saw that it also said you still had a chance to get a console.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The PS5 was still there. Yeah.
But it's like that the box that Bacardi got also give you a chance to get a console, and it was a fraction of the price.
Hey, this box was $50. I want to shout about that too.
$50, but they can say what? Also, Amazon value. How do you put a price on Amazon value?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
bro. Because they searched Amazon and was like, I paid $20 for this. I paid $8 for that. All this together.
Look at that.
All right, let's go open this.
That's like Temu value. Temu value.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna do this mystery box while I got no voice. Everything y'all not finna do this while I ain't got no voice. Like for real, I'm not finna let y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm paying close attention to Bacardi's facial reaction.
I need the paper to be on top though.
Oh no,
is the paper on top?
The paper is always going, whether you want it or not. It's at the bottom. They want you to go through the whole box.
All right, let's see.
Oh, this is already awkward already.
Oh, look, you didn't. Your camera on me and Deuces now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna start with this first because this is the only thing that makes sense to me right now. So we got
It's a
Harry Potter, like a little Harry Potter little.
It's not like a Funko Pop.
No,
look.
I forgot what these things is called, but like these
It's like
this is
a,
actually solid. This is actually solid.
Yeah.
This is a mood lamp. This ain't what I thought it was.
It's a what?
This is a mood lamp.
It's
I
a lamp.
like
A
what-
Harry Potter mood
A
lamp.
Harry Potter mood lamp is hilarious.
That's-
Dog, what the hell?
that's random as fuck.
His face get white. I mean, get lighter.
Wait, let me see.
Like the face light up. What kind of power is that?
Hey,
What the fuck?
also, y'all gotta let us know after we unveil all this, was it worth the 50?
I'm
$10
already saying now it ain't. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no, we gotta
All
let
right.
them say. All right, we got the Harry Potter.
You call
I
that
don't know what
$10?
this
Bitch.
is.
Yeah, that's $10.
What is this?
Now, this
I'm
is-
about to try to price everything.
It look like it's an art. It look like just an art piece on cardboard, but it's a
Yeah.
Marvel thing.
Yeah, this
Is it Ghost Rider?
That's Ghost Rider. That's actually kind of fire. You could get
Let
that
me
frame.
see.
You get that frame.
I'm pricing everything.
I don't know if y'all can really see it like that, but I'm like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
Ghost
can see
Rider.
that.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can
it's
see
definitely
that.
on cardboard frame. You go.
Yeah.
So you pricing
I'm pricing it. I got $10 so far.
$10.
$10.
$10.
Y'all gotta add it up.
Who lives?
The lamp who lives is bananas. Bro,
You know
what is
this?
this?
This is probably 15.
Wham wham.
That's what-
You being generous.
Generous as
You
fuck.
said that's what?
It's
15.
it's specifically Marvel.
Hey, it might be
Marvel
15.
You gonna
themed.
get me to 200 quick? I see what you on. You know what I'm saying?
You got
That's,
you
that's,
plush?
that's $3.
That's a plus.
I can already see the plus.
Wham whams.
I don't know what win is.
Trend blends, bro. What is
A
this?
Wim Wham's plush.
Anybody know what that is?
It's a rabbit that look like though, but it got ice cream on his head and fam, he got fangs though. So I kind of
price
I
that
fuck-
Amazon value.
so I
You
mean he
said
got
it's called Wim Whams?
wham whams.
he got
He got fangs though, so I fuck with the fangs.
It gotta be-
You know what I'm saying? He do got like, but it's like
is that a double-sided face?
no, I think he just got swirls on it. It looks like it's like an evil Easter bunny with
Okay.
ice cream.
So
with
we
an
got-
ice cream
We got
head.
an evil Easter bunny.
Okay. Oh, you need it. Yeah, go and take it.
Bro,
Gotta take it.
I'm $3.
$3.
I don't know. I tried to Google
Oh,
what that was.
That can't be $3 because this is definitely
What?
$3.
That's dollar store.
That's 99 cents.
That is Walgreens. Hey,
99
Bro,
cents.
it's-
I don't even need you to hand me that.
hey, they bogus for that.
I don't even need you to hand me that.
material,
See,
bro.
that's
They bogus for that.
It's a
It's a
design.
real deal.
Design your own mask,
That's your
bro.
closet cosplay.
Right.
Dog, what the fuck?
Bro, I got little felt wings. Like I'm
Bro,
using it though. I'm gonna use it.
99
I'm
cents.
gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.
That's
Yeah,
definitely dollar store.
I'm bringing it to the podcast when I get it
That's
together.
dollar store.
I'm mad at that. I'm mad at that. Too.
Yeah, you should be.
Okay. Mickey Mouse Ice Cube set.
Okay. I don't
really
$2.
fuck with the mouse like that.
You don't
$2.
fuck with the mouse.
I feel like you
The
can.
IV out too, so that might be very bootleg. Remember?
So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That might be very bootleg now.
Pricing at the Amazon. Oh, you got
That,
a
my
sound
fault,
on.
yeah. That might be very bootleg because
I'm
the
going
IP
to
open.
I feel like you can get that at Walmart for like $1.50. So
You
I'm gonna
think
go.
so? They reusable though. Like they
That don't
not.
mean much.
They not like they. It's not like they're a trade. Like I can
I'm
just.
saying $2.
I'm throwing them in the freezer when I get home though.
I mean,
Yeah.
of course.
I'm popping them right in. I don't know. That shit might not be healthy though. That's what I.
Right now, you at like $40. So you might make your 50 back at least.
Now what is that?
This
What is
definitely
this?
gives
is that
back.
one of those pop-out things to put
It's
things
an
together?
alien. You
It's
gotta-
an
it's a-
alien
it's a
assemble, alien assembly and painting. Bro, I'm gonna make some content with this shit.
Bro,
I'm
they
just
went
gonna
to Five Below.
Bro, this is
It's definitely Five Below.
This
It's
definitely
Five Below
Five-
energy.
This definitely a Five Below haul, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a Five Below haul right now. So I'm just because they don't even come in a box. I'm definitely putting that as $1.
I want to know
Yeah.
also who's the curator of these boxes. Like what? Like how do you choose?
Fam,
How did you choose what you was putting in this box?
Okay,
90s
something at
mama.
the bottom though, call.
That's what you give out. To
I'm not. When I get to the bottom of this box,
Okay.
I'm about to be happy about
Fam,
something.
that's the other
Ain't no
thing.
paper,
The
but I
fam
think
who
curator.
who was buying the box or who was selling the box was telling Bacardi he was from 27th
Good
and Burla, right?
No,
Lisbon.
Lisbon.
Lisbon,
He was like,
27th and Lisbon.
he was like, where you from? I said, we from Milwaukee. He's like, I am too. I'm like 27. He's like,
For
27th
those,
to
for
Lisbon.
those non-Milwaukee, 27th to Lisbon is it's the hood.
I ain't gonna lie,
Right.
I thought it was one until he named
It's
it.
the
Yeah.
hood.
Definitely the hood. And you swindling. So I knew already,
So
like,
now-
I'm getting myself.
Well, when he said that, yeah, I am too, I was like, he lying. And then when he said the streets, I was like,
said
nobody
Lisbon.
gonna
But I
lie
rem-
and say they from
But
there.
I do remember
Right.
dude from Anime Milwaukee. Like, I remember
Oh,
him too there. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Because we were stuck in that table so long. So he was like, I remember dude then.
All right.
Okay. All right, I fuck with this because I love me
It's
some
mugs.
mugs. So a Captain Marvel mug, that's at least 15. I'm
That's
putting
like
that 15.
12.
Bro, you look. All right, Amazon price. I give you that. It's been 15 so in Walmart.
No, we'll go 15. So we had 10, 15 for the poster.
Oh yeah, because it's
still going off that 15.
It's a heat release design too. So
that's definitely
that's
15
now.
Yeah,
So
right.
That's
15.
definitely 15.
So
Okay.
Those are three high items right now. The mood lamp, the picture.
I don't agree with the picture. I feel like you
The
put a
picture-
lot
Hey,
of
well,
sauce
I
on that
think-
picture.
I feel like y'all not.
Fam, I ain't know this is that one. I didn't know they still
A
like a
fidget
fidget
spinner?
spinner. They gave
For
me a
sure,
fidget.
dog.
Bro, I ain't seen a fidget spinner.
Hey, that might be like
I'm using the
5.
fuck out of this
Remember,
though, 'cause
fidget spinners had us by the balls,
bro, fidget spinners.
Fidget spinners
It
had us, bro.
If it grab me again,
We
pause.
definitely need to
Fidget
define
grab me
these
again.
values after
Fidget
everything
spinners
is
used to have,
done.
bro. We used to be just out there just spinning for no reason.
A set of coasters, Baseman. I feel like I've seen that artwork
That's
before.
that
though.
artwork before.
But I mean,
Because
it's,
because it's a character. No, because it's a character one. I give
dark,
it like,
it's a dark
I
horse
give it
thing.
like five below. I give it somewhere in
It's-
5 below.
All right.
I don't think this would be 5. Like 4 coasters.
But
No, I can see that.
Because
I
it's
do see
based
that.
off of a character. It's
Yeah,
based off of a
based on-
character.
So I can see this being $5. So I mess with these though.
yeah, that's
that goes with the mug.
Coaster.
You know what I'm saying?
coaster at that point. You just really needed a cool design. You didn't need it
Yeah.
to be like
All right, I got a Spider-Man Nowhere Home.
No way home.
No Way
pin.
Home pin.
Them pins are like what? They probably got the price on the back.
Oh, do they?
oh, that was cheating. We didn't even
My
gotta
eyes
guess.
bad.
Nah,
Let
probably
me
don't.
see.
Yeah, my eyes. Look, you
Maybe
know what I'm saying?
don't, but like I think that's definitely like a $4.
How many
Nah,
items are we at though
Like
now?
$4.99.
1, 2,
It
3,
just say
4,
made in
5, 6,
China.
7, 8, 9, 10.
10. We got 10 out there. That's
It was-
definitely
it was-
$4.99.
okay.
Bro, it's a Premiere pin. I can Google and find that price.
We got a Bob's
Burger.
Burger exclusive Tina Belcher
Why does it say
sodas.
Bucks?
It's called the name. The thing is called
Oh, is that
sodas
a-
though.
Wait, is that the thing? Like the coolers that go over your beer?
Like a koozie?
Is it?
Is that a koozie?
Oh, then that's like $3 max.
No, it says it's actually a figure. I think someone made figures out of cans.
Oh,
So this is definitely an.
that's kind of
Yeah,
fire.
I mean, it's a
kinda
random.
fuck with
It's a
that.
random.
That's-
Yeah,
$10.
a random figure. You know what I'm saying?
It should be. I
And
would
I
say
fuck with Bob. I
$10.
fuck with Bob's Burger.
I
You know what I'm
don't.
saying?
Why does it say Butts?
Yeah, I don't know why the bus is in the back. Okay, this is just throwaway because I don't know what this is. This is another coaster.
Another coaster.
That ain't. We putting 0 on that one. That,
Yeah,
that came
that
with
was a
something
free
else.
That's just,
giveaway.
yeah, that's just
That's,
fell out.
that's somebody's promotional item
that-
that
that
came up in there.
That
Somebody-
came with something else.
Okay. What is this?
I'm
We almost
curious
done.
what this item is that he said. Oh,
The
it's about to be
PlayStation
dope.
symbol cufflinks.
Hey, that's dope.
Hey.
That's dope.
I'm not a PlayStation nigga. You know what I'm
But
saying? But these are pretty cool.
Hey.
Like,
Crazy.
don't
Let me
for a
see
nigga
it.
that just got the set of rings, nigga. This is dope.
I didn't
You
say it.
get, hey,
That wasn't what. Don't be trying to.
you know what I'm saying? That's
Hey,
pretty
that's
dope
actually
though.
hard. That's actually hard. All right.
Nice little black button up.
PlayStation cufflinks.
It's officially licensed too.
Yeah.
That's
That's
definitely
probably like
That's 20 at least.
That's
that
like-
ain't 20 years.
You not giving them 10
That's like
$10 a
50
cup?
for PlayStation.
Yeah, that's like
$10
$15, $20.
I'll say 15,
$15,
15.
$20.
and that might even be pushing it. We got to talk Amazon.
All right. I don't know what.
Is that the code thing at the bottom you was talking about?
No,
No, you don't know what
absolutely
that
not. But is this a stitch bug?
But what is a stitch bug?
It's called a Maki
It looked like a plush.
It do look like a plush.
It is a plush.
It's
I guess
a-
it's a pillow. I
it's a
thought it
pillow.
was, from the front out there for a minute. I thought it was
I
stitch.
definitely thought it was
Oh, yeah,
Stitch
that
at
is bad.
first, and I was like, "Dang, they got Stitch
Okay.
out."
So you got you get
Another plush.
You got
It's
your
another plush.
You plush out.
Maki see, I don't know what that is. though.
Plushes be kind of expensive
Plushes do
sometimes.
be expensive. Trust me. Have it. I got 2 girls. Trust me. I know. Them plushes are not cheap.
Okay, I mean, this can go to the sports thing. I don't know who this nigga is. Baseball Mets.
Jacob DeGrom.
Jacob DeGrom. Yeah,
That's-
I'm not
that's a
big on
Jake
baseball.
question.
Wherever Jake at, Jake, let us know.
You know
Jake
what I'm
Chime
saying?
in.
Jake, he's coming in right now in the chat.
Give us some real value.
He giving out stats and shit.
Jacob, like, who the fuck is that?
Tune in to Off the Clock Sports Podcast.
Now this is the one. This
Uh-oh.
That
This,
was
the
that
Holy
was
Grail.
probably that was probably 20 though.
this is what I was like. All
Okay.
right, I really fuck with this, bro.
Here come the Holy Grail, y'all.
A Transformers baseball cap with the Lego thing is actually put.
Oh shit, you got stuff on the back.
I don't know if that was a part of that.
No, it ain't a part of that.
That's-
That's something else.
Hey,
But this
that's hard.
Like the Bumblebee Bricky Blocks
I
baseball
didn't even know
cap.
they had Lego hats, bro.
I did not know either, bro. Like
That's
this is. It don't say it's Lego branded at all,
It's
but it's
definitely
definitely
not Lego.
it's
That's why
Bricky
I
blocks.
say Bricky blocks.
Bricky
Like-
blocks.
Like,
But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
Bricky blocks.
even still,
No, I
I've
know
never
what you
seen
mean.
that hat
I've
with
never
Lego
seen
stuff
That's
on the
dope.
front.
That's dope though. The Bumblebee thing.
that might be like 25, 30.
That's
Like,
25, 30.
25, 30. And then what is that?
This is just a necklace A Doctor Who necklace? What is it?
Those are the
Is it the phone booth? No, I don't know what the hell it is.
Let me see. I don't know. Doctor Who fans, chime in, please.
I don't see
like a bow tie and a pot.
no paper in here though.
Oh, what's that?
What is this?
Keychain?
Best Friends Disney's keychain. Okay.
All right.
Give a nigga a sandal.
Yeah, you got a sandal
It's definitely
keychain.
a bow tie, but what is this thing above it?
I don't know.
All right, and we damn near done.
We damn near done. Just
Yeah.
now some little trinkets.
Gamer block. It's another pen. Look like just a shield.
A shield.
Mm.
And then this is the last thing.
Just
Oh, at least you topped me off with a pause.
shot glass.
Shot glass.
What type of shot glass?
That's
What is this? It's a bulldog Call of Duty character, I guess you want to say.
All right, so I want to know from y'all watching.
y'all
bro,
think this is
Was
too-
this worth 50? Is this worth the 50?
The hat alone.
I'm gonna say yes because the hat and the Jacob DeGrom thing. Granted, Bacardi not a sports fan, but I feel like sports fans is these figures are probably at least
I'm going
20.
to Transformers, the Bob Burger, and the Harry Potter joint, and the Captain Marvel mug. I think that's worth the 50.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying just those two alone,
But
probably are 50.
You can say it's worth the 50, but if niggas laid them on the table like $50, you're gonna be like, cuz 20. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely gonna have
Like,
but this
That's why it's a
that's
box.
Amazon value. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if Amazon value of 200 plus.
a lot of the shit. Is
Yeah, there's a-
definitely,
I don't
a lot
see
of the shit
200.
is definitely Timo and,
I don't
and
see
Papa.
the, I don't see the Amazon value.
It
of 200
depends on,
plus.
but it also depends on how available those things are.
oh, like on
Pricey.
Amazon and all that stuff too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. Like depending on how like
Cost wise, yeah. Value wise, nah. To me, yeah. I think it also comes down to the fandom of it, right? Like if you were a Harry Potter fan, then
like I'm mad I don't got no
You gotta
anime
like
nothing.
that.
Like that's what I'm at. Like
yeah,
there's nothing
definitely no
anime. Like I'd have been happy if I had something anime in here.
Unless this is an anime, which I don't know if it is.
With the plush, no, fam.
All right,
The
so now-
superhero mask really took me
Now
over
that
the
we
top.
done, I've already Googled these. How much y'all think these is finally?
So
I said 20. Still, I'm sticking to my 20.
15,
I think
20.
I originally said, well, I said 15.
They was $19.99.
Told you.
They was not
$10
these
a cuff.
these the exact same
Off
one.
Amazon.
Yeah, off Amazon.
$10 a cuff, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm shocked by that.
But as a whole package, nothing on its own. Yep. All right.
Yeah, you definitely. I will. The only things I would really, really want from this are like the Transformers, the mug. I
Yeah,
don't
the
even
mug.
want this mood lamp. Like I don't even
The
know.
mood, if it would have been a figure, I'd have been fine. But it's a mood lamp,
I don't
bro.
know if
Like-
if you a Potter. Well, I was right because Dig's a Potterhead. He wouldn't want the mood lamp.
Bro, because
What do you do with it? Yeah,
like how you.
Like, is it gonna light
And
up?
like a mood ring.
Is it gonna light up because I touch him? I think it's
But
like
the
one of
thing
them.
is,
Oh, and then the shot glass.
I mean, the shot glasses.
Even though that's not a character, I mean that's easily
Yeah,
a $3.99
I'm
shot
not on the
glass.
Oh,
back.
yeah, that's-
It makes
yeah,
sure to
anywhere.
let you know this is not a toy.
it's what I'm saying.
That's the wildest thing in this.
This
whole
is what,
thing.
yeah.
That's
This is-
definitely.
This is wild.
That is dollar store. That is last minute
And-
Dollar Tree,
And I'm bringing it. And
Dollar General, whatever
bro, it
dollar
got
store.
glitter.
Hey,
They
that's
got glitter
damn
and all
near,
kind of shit
that
on
was
here,
damn
bro.
near
Like
in the Target $1 section.
this definitely like
They
this
probably
definitely
they walked right in. Oh shit! I'm throwing this in the
Like,
Right,
box.
that was disrespectful.
like if these could have been like the leaf, all of the signs instead of like some
But I mean,
anime.
that's just for
That's
for
for
Disney
kids.
for Disney fans,
I'm not.
No, my kids will love that.
but also Disney
Yeah,
fans.
yeah.
Like you got the adult Disney
I
people.
may throw some of these random stuff in the clothes in a merch box when we're merch for merch when people buy merch.
Make sure we put that it's such and such Amazon value on there.
And curated by you.
Look it up.
Specifically,
Curated
you.
by
I
Bacardi.
wanted to, I might just package this and send it to somebody random. You know what I'm saying? One of you motherfuckers might just get
They
this
gonna
random.
disinfluence
To
everybody.
anybody listening,
Put it in another package when they like, what the hell is this secret
what's
little
your
thing?
experience with blind boxes? Like, I want to know, have y'all did anything? Have y'all gotten any good blind boxes on y'all's? Because listen here, I got that one. I said I ain't never buying the blind box again. I ain't never did it.
The cuff is
That
called.
supernatural
Cuffs
one
is
was so
The cuffs
trash,
called.
dog. I was so upset about that.
Because it's the buttons.
I got my
I
nephew
really
with
wish
Demon
I
Slayer
really wish it
one.
was Xbox. If it had been Xbox, the box would have been worth it. If they were Xbox cufflinks, whole box.
Even though they was only worth $20, I can
It's still-
get you some Xbox cufflinks on Amazon. I can-
No, I don't need them now. You know what I'm saying? But PlayStation cufflinks devalued the box. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't wear cufflinks.
Because they're not Xbox.
You don't wear cufflinks in
If
general.
I had some Xbox cufflinks,
Wait, so that's the only reason holding you back from wearing cufflinks?
I don't buy
Is that they're not?
cufflinks. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy
So Diggs is
cufflinks.
correct. You don't wear cufflinks.
But that might have been my gateway drug if there was Xbox cufflinks. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a wild entry point.
Hey,
Hey,
you never
yeah,
know.
no,
Out of
if
all
it's
the
something
type
you
of
fuck
cufflinks
with,
you
it's
can
gonna
get,
make you
I feel
want
like
they got real life jacket down, stylish ass, high end cufflinks. Your entry point is they got to be
Fam.
Xbox. That's wild.
You want
You
to know
can
why?
get you some Nintendo 64 ones.
Like, fam,
Why does it have to be a geek cufflink?
it don't matter.
That's what Bacardi
Dig-
said. He
I
looked at
remember the same
Xbox
energy
ones.
Diggs was on yesterday when Diggs threw that motherfucking pinky ring on. He's like, I might get in the pinky rings. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got one on
And then,
today.
yeah, see? See?
Look
You know what I'm
at
saying?
it. You see it matches.
Look.
You know? Thought it was a game.
That nigga said, I got one for every color, baby. You know what I'm saying? Give me my
I was
blush,
about to
bro.
leave
Give
out
your
the
blood.
house.
Look at that.
Give me my
Give me my
Give me
blush.
By the way, you said that was called Wigwams. I tried to Google that brand. I couldn't find anything.
This might be an exotic. You know what I'm saying? this might be the 200
You know
right
what
here.
it
You know what
is?
I'm saying?
That might be one of them things. You ever seen those Japanese claw machine games where you can watch it online and stuff like that? That's definitely one of them.
Look
All
here.
right, y'all ready to get into this intro?
Yeah, I had to find this.
Let me set my camera up. Now we good.
Yeah. All right, we about to get into it. We got a couple of topics that we're going to talk about, but of course, we got to fully recap C2E2 for y'all. Let us know, for those who went, let us know y'all C2E2 experience in the comments. Use the hashtag.
Man, my voice gone.
Man, my voice is out of here, which is crazy because I don't remember us getting that lit that shit last night.
You know what you do to get rid of that? Not if you do in the morning before you go to bed. Nice cup of lemon water. Woke up, voice was feeling fresh.
Is that what you was on?
Yeah, I always.
I didn't think my voice was going to be strained.
I took like 3 sips and I was watching something and I fell asleep right away.
Oh, I fell asleep immediately at the crib.
That was some warm lemon water. That
I
nigga said
fell
it felt
asleep I fell
good.
asleep on my computer chair for a minute.
You fell asleep at the computer chair?
I
Y'all
didn't even sit down in my computer chair.
Y'all
Because I was trying to do
niggas
something.
I went to the bar again. Got me another nightcap.
Oh, you cold. I
Definitely.
I sat down. I was like,
All right, you ready?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome back to the Geekset podcast, only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi Sensei.
What's good, everybody? I don't want to sound like fam.
I'm out here, bro.
What's good, everybody? How y'all doing
man
today?
Diggs in the building,
What's happening, people?
and we got Hollywood Trip over there with the engineering.
What it do?
This nigga had me clutching my chest in the
Because the I'm Doc Rivers as fuck right now.
Dog.
It didn't hit how bad it was until you had to actually do the
Say,
intro.
all right, yeah.
I'm,
It did,
I'm
yeah.
Doc Rivers as
Yeah.
fuck right now.
When that came in, I'm like, bro, yo, dog.
This happened after every con. Every time we pod after a con, my voice is out
That's
here.
because you be out here yelling at everybody.
I be lit. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. I love a good social event.
I do
Like
too.
I said, I love a good social event, and I lean all the way into it. So I am, like I said, I am Mr. Socialite. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling Bacardi yesterday how my social battery got recharged.
Y'all niggas on 10.
Hey, it did
So-
though right away.
You know what I'm saying?
It-
Here's what I realized, and I've been diving more deeper into like extrovert and introverts and everything like that, right? And I did the things that recharges an extrovert is social events. And I
Right.
realized if I have long spurts of like not social events, it does impact me and my mood and everything like that. Like I do need to be at social events to kind of keep my energy and
Yeah, I
the
mean, you're a
juices
social
that everybody
person.
knows and sees up and everything like that. And so it's like, yeah,
You definitely deprive yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can't just have work friends, man.
right.
Like,
And so because of that, you know what I'm saying, that's like this event. I was really excited about how C2E2 came out because again, a lot of people flew in, and you know there was a lot of conventions that was the quote unquote go-to meetup for this culture. And you know, through just whatever happened and things that happened, a lot of people decided to choose alternative cons to go to, right?
right.
And you know, C2E2 was one that you know we talked about earlier in our pregame, but that you know GB and Glove and O been champions saying, "Yo, come out to Chicago," because Chicago is a dope city. I mean,
I always love going down to
we
Chicago.
travel to Chicago down there all the time, so we know, you know, being so close to it. But a lot of the people, our homies out of in Texas and all across the world that be on the timeline with us, they haven't experienced Chicago. So them coming out there and then knowing that they're out there for the weekend, and then it's still a curated events that is happening by our people. Like I thought that was really dope. And we made sure to show our face to get out there. And I just think that like the energy, you can feel the energy right when we walked in and everything like that. So I think this probably was my second favorite C2E2.
Your second favorite?
My favorite when we met the Turtles, when the Turtles did the drop for us. That was huge. That was huge.
It was, but I don't remember anything else about that C2E2, so I can't put it at number one.
But I think what I enjoy about C2E2 is which what happened with yesterday too is I feel like I said, we've been doing it for 5 years, and I think the Turtles was the first time we really discovered the panels.
Fair.
So that's what made, because it was like we just barely made the Turtles.
Yeah.
Because we was like, we should just check out the panel. Like so we was like the first C2E2s, we were just going and just being on the floor.
Yeah, we was really doing a lot of showroom work.
Yeah, that was our bread and butter with C2E2. Obviously, from different other conventions like Anime Milwaukee or DreamCon or Crunchyroll Expo, all of those they have to, okay, we want you to do this requisite press. These are the people we want you to meet. This is the times that we need to have you to meet them.
Right.
Whereas C2E2, it was definitely a look. You are press. You curate your experience as press.
Right. Yeah.
And we found that out even to a different extent yesterday with how we were able to just sort of talk to the people and go, "Yo, we are press. We're doing the showroom thing. We want to make sure that we can talk to this person or this voice actor or this person who's sitting there. They have their line." And it's essentially the same experience as Anime Milwaukee, all of those, but it wasn't put together for us, and I think it kind of it made us have to work a little harder, I guess, because now you have to go find the people who you want to talk to. Yeah, so you do have to see the entire thing. Yeah,
so that's why I said like this one is considered, like I agree with Rudy. Like I said, this one was a really good one because of that. Like we discovered that we can really kind of use our press muscle on the floor and make the floor experience even better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we go next year, having the combination of the panels, knowing that we can be able to press on the floor, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's going to really be a huge C2E2 for us too, because now we just really just like, we added more to our setup.
And I always like judging conventions by seeing like, okay, what fandom is going to be cooking, as far as like cosplays and everything, because cosplayers always do their thing. C2E2 is always a top tier cosplay convention. Like we always see some really dope ones. Like before X-Men '97 came out, we saw that original X-Men cosplay group that was super
last
dope.
year.
So this year for me, I saw more Star Wars, X-Men.
Star Wars was always there.
But the new addition really was the X-Men characters and Fallout.
Yeah.
I mean, Fallout to me was like the new addition.
Like Fallout was really like it's crazy, because I was telling Bacardi all through the con, I'm like, bro, when Fallout first came out, it was the memes and everything. Yeah, it was so huge that you could not get away from a Fallout meme. And then obviously things happen, like with time. Yeah, I was gonna say, things happen. It's just time happened. So then with the show, and it's just seeing all the memes again, seeing all, like I said, there was somebody out there handing out Nuke Cola bottle caps. To me, that was like, you know what I'm saying? I got a Nuke Cola bottle cap, which is dope. Because the one at your office, isn't that a Fallout?
No, that's zombies.
Zombies, yeah. Because somebody was selling the Fallout
the fridge,
right? And just seeing so many people line up trying to get Fallout merch, seeing the bobbleheads again, seeing the thumb. I was like, yo, this was really dope. But
what's the funniest with that is the turnaround. Yeah. Because you got to figure the show came out beginning of this month.
So it's
like
they already had them in the closet.
It's like people was just like the show, because like if the show wasn't bad, obviously all that wouldn't happen. So obviously the show was good. People are really rocking with it and everything. So it's like these people really were just like, oh, the show was hot.
Yeah, let me go right back into the closet.
Right back to the closet.
Right. What was the best cosplay that y'all saw? Was there anyone that stood out for y'all?
The stormtrooper with all of the painting.
Oh yeah, the motorcycle guy. Yeah, the one that got the stormtrooper guy that got his whole suit custom painted at a motorcycle shop. Like Star Wars.
That was insane.
He said it took like 8 months, 8 to 10 months or something to do it.
He said he had to keep taking it to the motorcycle shop so they could do it. He would heat press it to bend it basically to his body shape. Yeah, he had it on like a mannequin. Like just the amount of time that he took with it. and the finished product was insane.
Yeah, I mean, and it was okay. Like I said, if people know what it looks, because I feel like that's what I saw when I looked at it. Like that look of what custom painting cars and all the motorcycles. I'm like, bro, how did you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he said he would have did it, I'd have been like, bro, you in the wrong. Like
you went crazy. You
banana. You know what I'm saying? But no, like that was definitely one of mine. I mean, I really love the Spider-Man.
Invincible Spider-Man?
No, the
Spider-Man
Deku,
yeah. The Deku Spider-Man. Like I like good mashups, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like even in his costume alone, I think it was a perfect look of a Spider-Man Deku, you know what I'm saying? Because then it could have been Deku, because like it was just with the mask being on, you know what I'm saying?
So the Jack Nicholson Joker, to me, just because he looked exactly like Jack Nicholson, like it was crazy. Like the way that he did his makeup with the smile and everything like that. It was just it was dead on, and he was his movements. But also we had saw another Joker. We had saw what was that Joker that we saw?
Oh, the one out in
he was the Heath Ledger Joker, and he was just.
He was full on in character the entire time.
And I always appreciate a person who cosplays and gets into character and stays in character. I always appreciate that.
Because I walked up to y'all late, but I could definitely tell this nigga was like, you was doing it.
When he first asked for the picture, I didn't hear him say yes or no, but he pulled out the little knife to give the deuces. But the way he flipped it out, I was like, hey!
He definitely flipped it out like it was about to be beef.
And then he was handing it to him because he was like, and then he was like, I got the gun, so he wanted him to have a knife to his neck so he could act like he got the gun, some crazy Joker stuff. But like I said, I didn't hear the yes, so I'm just like, fam, do we go?
What we doing? Fam, so you too much of this role because they let you get with this nigga like.
But I did want to talk about our very, very first experience. Just like, anytime we go to a con and we hit the convention floor, we try to do like a first walkthrough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as we was walking through, just randomly running into the OG voice cast of Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. And what was crazy, so I did a closet cosplay as Knuckles, right? Which I was surprised that it hit so quickly and so good. But it definitely people was fucking with that closet cosplay. So I'm walking, and you know how like the voice actors, they'll have their backdrop shows all their characters, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm not even really paying attention fully at the full character roster behind this person. I see a Knuckles, so I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have this quick moment with this person as Knuckles, right? So he voiced Knuckles in the Jaleel White Sonics, that one, right? So he voiced Knuckles in that one. So I'm chopping it up with him about that. And I'm like, oh man, I used to love that show, man. And I'm telling him how much I don't like buff Knuckles. I like the traditional Knuckles. Like, we're just going over that, right? But then I'm looking at his backdrop, and I'm seeing, I'm like, oh shit, there's a Vegeta there too. And I'm like, which Vegeta you voiced? He was like, the original one. He was like, before Sabbath took over, I was the one.
Yeah, the Ocean Studios.
The Ocean Studio dubs. So he was like, yeah, I was there. And then so he's quoting the lines. I'm like, yo. And so I'm explaining to him how like Dragon Ball Z, no matter what, like the reason why I hold Dragon Ball Z so high for me is because like that was what I introduced my kids to. That's what made me closer to my kids, because for each kid, every time each kid got of age so we can watch, they can understand anime, I always start them off with Dragon Ball Z, and we watch it from the beginning.
Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball Z, because I Dragon Ball Z, and then we go back and watch Dragon Ball, because I know Dragon Ball is a little bit lighter, and sometimes because of how long it is, it can it's
you just want to give a nigga the action first.
Give him the action first, right?
Then the backstory.
The length was crazy because Dragon Ball Z is longer than Dragon Ball.
Like you making up shit now. Like you want to give niggas the action
Dragon
first.
Ball is longer than Dragon Ball Z, if I'm not mistaken.
Dragon Ball Z was like really 200 and something episodes, like almost 300.
So I'm telling him about that and everything, right? And so and he was like, yeah, I do all the voices. Then he did I'm over 9,000. He's over 9,000, right? So then somebody like leans over and he's like, but he ain't stronger than me. And I'm not even paying attention. And then I looked, I said, oh shit, that's the OG Goku, right? So now I'm chopping it up with him and everything like that. And then I look over, now I see Frieza. Because I see her all the time.
Frieza ain't changed.
So she ain't changed. So we see Frieza, and I'm like, so I knew she was there, right? So then as I'm talking to Goku and Frieza now, I'm talking to her, right? So then I see Android 17. So I'm like, oh shit, this is my favorite Android. So I'm chopping up with him. Then I hear somebody else lean over again, like, but I'm the strongest sibling. And I'm like, because the way they had it, it was like a square. So it was like 2 here, 2 here. So these, 3 here. So these 3 is Goku, Frieza, and Android 17.
Right.
And then 16 or 18, 16.
And 18 and 16 is right here, and Krillin.
No, it was the Boom Shakalaka dude.
No, that was the different. That was
No, he was next to them.
Oh, okay.
He was at the end of the.
Krillin, because Krillin was there for something else. So he was in the back by Whis.
Yeah, by Whis. So as I'm talking there, I'm like, yo, and then I'm seeing everybody else, and I'm just like, yo, this is the craziest interaction right now. Just having that moment with all that OG cast right there.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fun.
And I feel like that was new because I feel like as many times we've been to C2E2 family, it's like I've never seen as many.
Not that deep in it because they usually up front. Remember the Power Rangers was up front.
They was there. Remember the one year? Were you there the year we saw the entire Mortal Kombat, like the entire original Mortal Kombat?
But they were closer. They was usually
they were
inside.
Where the X-Men was at. Where the X-Men cast was at. That's usually where that cast was at.
The X-Men cast was like right up front. That's
where they were still like in the convention.
The Powerpuff Girls were up front, first, really up front.
Yeah.
Like Tara Strong and them was up front.
That's where the Power Rangers was at that time.
They were about like where the Ultra Sabers, which is obviously none of this means anything to y'all. If y'all were not
but these people, they was like in the middle.
Yeah,
they were in the heart of the convention floor
because they were brought by Unknown Comics.
Yeah.
So that part I think wasn't new. I think we just kind of we're always learning something new. Because remember, even the year we saw Bruce Leroy, he was just mid-con floor.
Yeah, and so, I mean, I feel like everybody, it just felt like it was such an observant like tour this time. Like I said, seeing the wrestler, everybody kept stopping like, wait, hold on, fam, right here, like
Marty Jannetty,
Marty Jannetty,
Chavo,
like, but you just kind of randomly walking and you just like. It'd be like that little sign in between everything. Like, hold on, man.
I think these larger companies, like I said, Chavo, I think I forgot the name of the comic shop. But again, it was brought by another larger booth, or
not even larger booth. We can technically get a Geekset booth, and then if we have people that we rock with, be like, "Hey,
can you come?" All of this is extra. Like if we're selling comics or whatever,
and we pay for them,
and we're like, "Yo, we want to. We know that's going to get eyes there.
Yeah,
so, yo, can you come and be just the booth right next to us? We probably are just all one large booth.
Yeah, you just split it up.
Can you come and be this part of it?
Yeah,
and now. People can come and talk to that, and then while they doing all that, let me see what's around you.
Yeah, but it was dope. Then also, and bro, this is the funniest interaction that I had was the voice actor of Shao Tucker was there. Right? And if you for those who know, Shao Tucker is the most hated anime character in all. And I asked him, I said, how does it feel to be the most hated anime character of all time? And you know what he said? He said, I love it. And then I asked him, I said, when you read the script, what was your first thought? He said, my first thought was, this is hilarious. And I said, bro, you are a full-on villain.
Fair, that was before he said he watched it, because he said as soon as he watched it, which, by the way, he's also the voice actor for Android 17.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure we let people know, like, yeah, this is the same guy.
Yeah.
But he said when he actually watched it, he was like, ooh, he's a terrible human. So he understood that it wasn't like, dang, this is messed up. But no, I could see seeing that on the script being like, hey, this is gonna be wild.
Yeah, that's wild shit.
But you know what? Seeing their characters that all the play what threw me for a loop was how much they work with each other. Like two of them, they was both on Resident Evil with each other.
That was when we talked to we talked to Jean Grey and Jubilee. They worked on like 3 different things together.
And then like I said, he voiced the OG Knuckles, but then he also voiced Robotnik in which one he said?
In the Prime.
And then somebody over the I think not Goku. Who was next to him that they was sitting there
on the other side?
Yeah, because he voiced because whoever he was, he voiced Tails in that.
I can't remember who was on the other side.
But so it's like,
I forgot. Yeah, I saw
so like it was really dope. And then me, pursuing my voice acting journey and everything like that. I was soaking up the knowledge from them, just asking them just different ways, things that they do to prep and everything. So like that was a really really dope. And then, like I said, the X-Men, Doug had the funny conversation with Jean where he asked
Oh, yeah,
her that
Jean.
she practiced the feints.
Hey, the
Hilarious.
backstory after that was funny because like it was a decent backstory after that when she told us the story about the compilation that her.
Yeah,
Oh,
her
her
son
son showed her.
hilarious that her son is giving like it was like, hey, you got to see this, mom.
Yeah.
'Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's some stuff that like if mom was the voice of Jubilee,
Yeah.
this
This is what they do. This is what they do.
Hey, mom, look what they doing.
This is what they think. This is what they think about you out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, so those was like that was like a lot of like those interactions that I really always appreciate because I even just recapping and thinking is like, yo, we are having these interactions with people that we grew up with, people that we love, voices that we heard, voices that that help shape a lot of the culture that we love and everything like that. And we're just having like those random, like you said, having the conversation with the NBA Jam Boom Shakalaka guy, like it was just you saw that line and he's just yelling things out and I'm like, well, I'm gonna interact with them. I'm like, ain't nobody interacting with him like this. Let me interact with him and then we get a moment of it, you know what I'm saying? Just a little moment. I thought that
I think the Boom Shakalaka guy was hilarious.
I
feel like that was one of the most out of place. Like you hot, you cold.
Nah, fuck that.
You go. And there's a lot of NBA jams, so I can get why. You know what I'm saying?
He gives me hope. I'm about to say, I'm about to get a booth, and I'm about to sign autographs, and all I'm going to do is say, "Welcome to Watch Mojo."
Like,
I'm about to do voicemails. Welcome to Watch Mojo. And you're calling Bacardi.
Like it is hilarious when you think about it, because Unknown Comics really was like, "Hey, y'all remember the Boom Shakalaka
dude?"
And it was gonna bring him through.
Because when you just walk by and be like, "Mr. Boom Shakalaka."
Hey, but he been going crazy on TikTok. TikTok has, TikTok has
coming. Okay,
like Tara Strong. A lot of the voice actors, a lot of the voice actors are going crazy on TikTok right now.
So I just thought he was.
Where's Mr. EA Sports? It's in the game.
But that's all he got though. That's all he got. You know what
I'm saying? But that's classic.
Boom Shakalaka. He's on fire. He was Boom Shakalaka from like he was Boom Shakalaka said everything, fam. He was just Mr. Boom Shakalaka.
In the game ain't say nothing else.
No, not just that was just the dude. I feel that was a nigga. I feel that was a staff member, nigga. That was a janitor.
Nah, that was a voice actor for sure. Because
for sure, I'm about to Google Mr. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Because even the way he's saying is the infliction. Like once you get into that type of bag, like that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally like your bread and butter.
Andrew Anthony.
Shout out Andrew Anthony, man. Mr.
EA Sports.
Mr. EA Sports.
Yeah,
Mr. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
Because like I said, I mean, we seen, like I said, the trailer guy, he was goated.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the trailer guy.
Journalist?
R.I.P. to him because he passed away.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But he was goated, and like I say, and what I appreciate about him, and this is what thing is, even the EA Sports guy, even the Boom Shakalaka guy, they probably have it down to a science on how they say it. So you can tell like the authenticity of it. Because the trailer guy, he had a whole science to like, okay, if it's an action movie, if it's a friendly movie, like he had a whole science on how he did his structures of that and everything like that.
He a journalist now.
Is he?
Yeah. The first time I Googled Andrew Anthony, the journalist popped up, and I'm like, all right, let me put EA Sports.
What do you think?
Clearly can't be the same
what
guy.
Do you think the residuals of somebody like that, like what do you think, like? Boom Shakalaka.
I mean, he's really. I mean, and no, not. But I feel like you got to think back in the days of that, he probably just got cut a check. Like same you think about the Mortal Kombat characters.
Oh yeah, because they tell
he probably got cut a check, and they wrote that was like he probably got the first NBA Jam, and was like, we're gonna use all this over and over again anyway. So like, I don't really recall any new phrases in any of the other NBA Jams.
Well, he got Boom Shakalaka. He's on fire. Ugly shot. What else he say on there? I'm trying to think. He got like about 10 of them.
But I feel like they were all just in all the NBA Jams. Like they never.
Yeah, Bacardi might be right, especially at the time. I don't think anybody thought gaming was going to get to the heights that it was.
Yeah. Right.
So nobody was thinking about let me get residuals,
or even thinking about what your voice can really be. Like your voice is just a voice in the game, bro. It's not really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
I would agree with you. Like they wasn't getting paid like that.
It's definitely hey, here go a couple hundred.
Yeah,
Appreciate
couple
it.
hundred. Because like I said, I don't even think. Well,
I mean, even when you think about voice actors, even when you talk about them now, like when they talk about their jobs and early jobs they have now, a lot of people do be like, bro, I don't know what I'll be reading. I just read it. If they like it, they use it.
I think the past 5-10 years, maybe like now, is the biggest shine that they're getting. Like,
It definitely has changed recently, but to the point of, like you said, residuals.
Hey,
it's
man,
unfortunate.
EA,
I just can't see it.
So pretty much EA got to get him to do some new drops so they can right their wrong.
I don't even know if they do EA Sports this in the game when it come on no more.
I don't know.
Oh shit,
it do.
It does on Madden.
I ain't played Madden in a minute.
I didn't play last year's Madden.
Yeah,
it's the same voice.
Yeah,
so
they never changed that last time.
If they were still doing it, they're not changing the voice then.
I mean, they might. Sometimes you might change it up.
What you gonna do? New EA?
It's not gonna go. It's gonna be like the power intro. Remember when they changed the power intro and Case did it? Like ain't nobody, bro. If you hear somebody else, I guarantee you. If you hear somebody else come on like EA Sports is in the game, you gonna be like, bro, what is this?
Yeah,
you turn on Madden and it's Snoop. Just
right. You gonna put it out.
But
it gotta be Snoop. That's the only way you can do it. It gotta be somebody reputable in order for you to do it. That's the only way.
The only reason I say I can be okay with it is because Sega was fine with changing that Sega start. It used to, people know Sega, but I was using it for Sonic games.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of games that came out on Sega, you had their own Sega intro.
They never stuck to one. I'm talking about one that stuck to one. Because it could be somebody dope. It could be somebody just with another deep voice. You gonna be like, and then don't let the game be trash.
I'm gonna be like,
then the game people gonna use that as ammo. Like, the game trash. You got the wrong voice actor doing the EA Sports. Like people ain't gonna.
But is EA Sports really? Is it just Madden?
I mean, they got
FIFA too.
FIFA. Well, no, not live.
FIFA. They got F1. They got another racing game.
No, that's 2K now. The golf. That Tiger Woods is 2K.
Okay, I mean that makes sense.
They got a NASCAR game.
They're NASCAR.
I
mean, they got almost every sport.
So
So
if I was I wouldn't even play EA Sports games. So then, like, man, y'all ain't even paying me for all these.
Yeah, so they got Super Mega Baseball, which I don't know what that is. Madden, NHL.
Oh yeah, UFC.
FC is the what FIFA used to be.
Yeah.
UFC, like you said, Formula One, which is F1, PGA Tour. WRC, which is World Rally Championship. I don't know what that is.
I mean, that's the rally cars.
Yeah,
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got a couple.
NCAA football is coming back this summer.
Oh, so they got a lot of time to say
that's gonna be so dope.
I am so happy.
I'm only pumped for it if they let me do I play NCAA and then when live come out, I can put myself in
Madden.
Madden.
I
mean, Madden.
I mean, I feel like you got to be.
If they don't do it, then I'm gonna be upset because that was the biggest draw of college football games for me. I can play my
you
college
and me
season.
both. I need to take Northern Illinois to the national championship.
I can play my college, and then I can get drafted in the NFL, and I can start in Madden. Like
I used
that
to
was my
love that.
being able to do that.
With the college sports like the
when they had the NCAA basketball, they was doing the same thing. You would go into live.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Alex, I love a good continuation game, and if it's two different entities,
they was back in. Bank off motherfuckers during that time. They knew they was getting
2 games a year.
Every
year you get 2 games.
And both games gonna have the same play. We gonna change the names of the niggas.
Yeah, we change the names of the people.
I was in. NCAA football would come out July. It used to come out right around my birthday. Yep. So that was birthday present for that. Then the next one, the Madden to come out into August. By then, I could say
you didn't went through the season already.
Stuff
because you know what it is, and this is what I realized: when you have a game that's customizable, you really enjoy not just my player came from college, but you enjoy being able to hear the commentary of them talking about your college career.
Yeah.
So it's like, because now it feels more real. You're like, oh shit, I'm really.
Yeah, I ain't never had that experience. I wouldn't play football, but I probably
fuck like OJ said, I would definitely rebuild a mag school to a powerhouse, taking UTEP to making UTEP have an undefeated season, blowing out Alabama.
I think we talked about it, but like, when you create in sports, was you accurate with like your skill sets of like?
No, why would I do that?
Why would I
be accurate?
I had my. If we talking about in 2K, like 2K, the first couple of years of 2K, I was like, bro, we 99 everything. I'm finna just like, you know what I'm saying, or do it. You know what I'm saying? But
peace out, man. Hey, appreciate you stopping through.
For sure.
Oh, I ain't even
No,
say.
talk about GB.
GB.
At the bottom,
Oh, peace out, GB. Oh.
I appreciate you, bro. But yeah,
But no, yeah, I was like, yeah, it's like in the beginning, I was definitely OC. Like I definitely was like.
Only thing I was accurate about was my height, and even as I was growing and when I was younger, because once I hit 5 feet, because I was like the shortest you could be in the game, I would just make my actual height every time. That was the only thing
I did do my actual height. Like I think the only thing I probably. Like after a while, I kind of made myself more real of who I would be in the game. I did bump me up, but it'll be like, bro, you not pure, bro. You know,
so like you like, sorry, I'm gonna give myself 83 on the three because I don't go crazy.
I don't want to feel like I'm really that. You not that wet, bro. Like you know what I'm saying.
The height was ridiculous.
You're not dunking from the free throw line, guy. You know what I'm saying. You might get a putback here. You know what I'm saying. Like
the height was ridiculous though because I would always be a quarterback too, especially playing college football.
Oh yeah,
taking it to Madden. So when a 5'1"
quarterback is bananas.
A 5'1" quarterback just back there having to throw it.
You was playing your whole game in shotgun, nigga.
For sure.
Hey, so, all right, so you say you keep it accurate?
Height?
No, I'm talking about the attributes. Like,
oh hell no.
No, bro, he 5'1". He gotta be cold. You know what I'm saying?
Only accuracy.
5'1" quarterback gotta be cold.
But I also wouldn't put everything to 99. I would always put myself as like high 80s, low 90s because I want the character to be able to get better with time.
So what's the one stat that you like, but that you do max out? Because everybody has that one that like, fuck it, no matter what.
It would depend. Like I said, for me, it would depend on what season I want. Like when it would be 2K, when I like the new 2K come out, you'd be like, all right, is it gonna be a dunking year or a 3 year? That's only two. It's like we got to slash it.
So for basketball games, it was dunking, no matter what. No matter what. That was 99.
And there hasn't ever been a 2K where my dunk package was outstanding. I've never. The highest I probably gave myself was maybe like in like an 82, 83 in dunks.
99.
Like
99. Because you wanted
I couldn't even imagine myself.
You wanted all the coders dunks.
And that's what it was.
And that's why I was like,
never played with the coders dunks.
I never wanted it to not. I wanted to be able to East Bay in the game. I wanted to be able to windmill.
I was like. It just didn't even look right to see myself doing that. Like, bro, you not gonna be up in there. Like, you not gonna be doing all that. You not doing that in the NBA, even if you had it, nigga. You not doing it.
For football games, it was always break tackle. Because I, whatever quarterback or running back, whatever. I didn't want to be able to go down on the one tackle. If I'm quarterback
5'1", yeah, like you 5'1".
I gotta be able to, it also looked ridiculous.
It did.
In football, did you do anything different, or you just?
No, I never really even played football enough to like to make. Like I mean 2K, but I like 2K football, but I can't even remember how I really did my stats and all that.
In both basketball and football, I always max out speed. I mean, as a kid, I was always one of the fastest in my schools and everything like that. Like, so I embellished that, but I was like, but I was fast. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna max this out. But I do put dunking high. But in football, let's say I max out speed and then hands. Because I always put myself as a wide receiver. So
I mean, that would make sense.
That one I just never touched because I was always either a quarterback or a running back.
Yeah, but
I mean, you would need hands.
But because it was carrying.
But see, this is how I always be able to get the most attributes out myself, especially in basketball, because I was never an elite rebounder or blocker. I always put those all the way down, so it gives me more stat points to distribute other places.
So you couldn't. You wasn't playing no D. Yeah, you wasn't playing no D.
Defense, steals, perimeter defense, stuff like that. Like,
but if they missed the shot, you just there like,
I'm already back down. Throw it down.
I got big
speed on 99. Throw it down. You know what I'm saying? Throw it down.
So rebounding, that's not on me. That's not on me.
Right. So Trip, you say you max out everything that you can.
No, I ain't max out everything, but I wasn't accurate either. Like, you know what I mean?
Like in real life basketball, I shot a lot, so I didn't really. I wasn't slashing, nigga. So
I wasn't a shooter. I was a passer. You know, I was a hustle guy. You know what I mean? Passer, get the rebounds, assists.
Yeah.
The best
steals.
Great offense is crazy.
So you one of those, but on the
what position did you always play in basketball?
Shooting guard.
I see. I always play small forward.
I always play shooting guard.
I was all small forward.
Center.
You was center.
What you Trip?
At your actual 5'1", at 5'1", 5'2".
Somebody is. So early until I grew to about 5'8", 5'9", I had to put myself at like point guard, shooting guard.
Okay.
But then once I got taller, because like I said, I would just update the height, whatever I was, when I knew what I was at the time when that game came out. But then but once I got to my height, I'll just center it, whatever.
5'2" sooner. Center was like natters, nigga. Like, cause that really looks like some bullshit.
And then, like I said, I'm a person that I like to play all games. I don't like to do this. I used to have a guy that he simulates the whole season and only plays the playoffs. So like he'll be in 2K season and he'll be 15 seasons in, and I'm like, bro, I'm only on season 3, bro. Because I like to play all the games.
I mean, that's the only reason why I only played one season because I actually played a 12-minute.
But you play 12 minutes, so I do 7 minutes. I do 7-minute quarters.
I do 6 minutes, half.
That's what I mean. I would do multiple seasons if I did 6, but I just do a fresh 12-minute all the way through.
I do 7-minute quarters.
I tried it once to simulate and only do the playoffs, and my team got eliminated.
I love that.
See, I did the 'cause I hate when if I'm simulating, I didn't want all the pop-ups and stuff. Like, pop up, this trade came through. It's like the first time all of that would pop up, I'll just let computer handle it. I guess my character had a season-ending injury.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped simulation. That's why I stopped simulation. It was like, bro, I'm injured for this. Right. When the fuck I get injured?
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I played 8 games. I was like, what happened?
So here's where the only time that I actually try to get as accurate as possible with the attributes though is when I'm creating the whole team. So let's say if I'm creating Geekset,
all your friends,
I'm creating Geekset,
and you give everybody a role.
I'm giving everybody a role, so then I am getting accurate because now I'm not, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that.
I'm still not that. We would all between the 80s and 90s.
I'll give everybody a boost, but I get accurate. So like if I know Bacardi, like I said, it's not a slasher. I'm not giving him slashing abilities.
As long as I can put a little butter on the layup.
At that point, that's not making everybody typical for their position. Like if we doing this for a football game, it's like, okay, I know you want to be the wide receiver. All right, you finna be like an 84 wide receiver. Bacardi might be the tight end. All right, he finna be like an 84, 85 tight end.
Okay.
Like, so.
As long as I don't know blocker or shit. But niggas put me on.
No. I would never put anybody on the front line.
I had a friend put me on defense. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Oh, no, I
like, I'd be a corner or something like
safety.
Linebacker. That is the one time I would change. I would be D-tackle. I would always make myself D-tackle if I'm making all my people. I'm D-line. Let's go.
So every time I always made Dinge. I always made Bergie. Like my defensive package, because I knew that I was going to be on offense. I was going to be a wide receiver. Maul, I always had him as another wide receiver. Easy, actually, I had him as quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I my people in EMP and everything, we always had it, you know what I'm saying? But I would fill up the defense with Didge, Bergie, my guy Fresh, Payroll, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I would make sure
I don't think I've ever made a football team.
I would give them the roles where
I'm never making all 22.
I would not put nobody in center and shit. That's kind of disrespectful.
No, I'm never doing all 22 players.
No, I was 22. I do 8.
You do the like Lucy said, the flashy position. So you get your DNs,
wide receiver,
your D
running back, cornerback,
linebacker, quarterback, running back, stuff like that. Like you said, the positions that you can actually change your character. Like, how you okay, I'm controlling this character.
And then, like I said, what I do always when I do that, sometimes I will get in my bag and but I'll do a blanket. I'll do the ones where I'm just change some characters' names to the person in charge that says, right? For outside people, because then I will simulate the season and when I have people on other teams. And I'm to see how it goes. So now I'm seeing how oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Say if it was back then, I was doing all the Milwaukee hip hop. So I made you and B, and I made Prof and them and shit like that. I look at it and be oh shit, Bacardi over there cooking over there.
Yeah, I've done that in one of the 2Ks. Yeah. But the 2Ks I've definitely made a bunch of people and put them on different teams to kind of see. Because you just want to run into that motherfucker I play you today? Bust your ass.
I've definitely done that, and it was tragic one time. That's when I found out Madden, you could have career-ending injuries.
Yeah, that's just
I did that for one, and I was telling all my friends. One of my guys had a career-ending injury, so I just had to stop talking to him about it. I didn't want him to know, it was tragic.
You know what prepped us all for this? Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail, you would throw people's names in it and just see who died. From snake bite shit.
Oregon Trail is different. I just played Oregon Trail recently. Me.
I want to play the newer one. I want to play the new one.
Oh, no, we played the old one.
The green one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
It was one of the times. It was all the family was at. I have no idea. It was one of the times all the family was at mom and dad house.
Oregon Trails. It's actually 5 different. It's a mobile Oregon Trail game.
Yeah. No, you can go to a website and it was the old one. Like I said, it was one of the times we was all at my parents' house. Just the whole family was there. So it was me, my mom, and I think it might have been Zaria or something. So we put me, you, dad, mama, and Travion, because we just sort of went down like the oldest. No one made it.
No one made
No
it.
one-
Man. Oregon Trail was wild as a kid because
It
you
was-
really had to be like, damn, everybody died.
It was crazy.
Like,
bro.
everybody, like, and you got to deal with that as a kid. Like, I killed everybody.
Bro,
Like,
and they died of worse stuff. Because this is
shit,
how
you don't even know it. I'm like, I'm a kid. What the fuck is this?
bro, the first person that died in our last one was my dad. It said he had a broken toe. That was like, Pop, you know, Pop would say like, oh, broken toe. Then like 4 days later, it was like, dad died. And I'm like, of what? The toe?
Oregon Trail is very like, because you realize like this is that back in the day. Like y'all ain't got no doctors or nothing, so it'd be like you be thinking it'd be a little scratch. Like dad got scratched in the woods and be like, dad is dead from infection. Like what the fuck? Like, what happened?
Dysentery.
I will say it was my fault we all died. So one of the how it ended was, you know, you cross the river and said, do you want to caulk your wagon up and float it across?
Yeah, I love
or
those
you want to
moments.
just try to go through?
Have they ever did like a RPG version of Oregon Trail?
I'm
like,
sure.
where, like, you
I'm
actually
sure
play
it has
it,
to be.
like,
That's
you
what I'm
gotta
saying,
go
like,
through the journey.
The newer ones, the newer ones. There's one that's really
Where you gotta
story
deal
driven.
with it. You
That's
see
what-
when it
that's what
happens.
I'm saying. I'm sure
Because you
Yeah.
have to, in the grand scheme of things, like we're saying, like Oregon Trail is probably one of the first permadeath games.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, permadeath survival games are out plenty of now. So, like I
Yeah.
said, Oregon Trail
I
definitely
would-
came back out
I
as
would
a
for sure
like,
play it. Like I said, because I tried to just ford through the river, and everybody drowned.
yeah.
Everybody.
Right.
Like, no,
to get back on C2E2, man. Shout out to
Damn, there was
O.
a lot from C2E2
Yeah,
still.
I just want to get back to it because I want to like finish out with shouting out O, Simone, and Land Party, man. They
Yeah, that was a very fun event.
And we talked about it in pregame, but we was talking about it like the one thing that added to this con at C2E2 that made it better was the outside events that we don't normally go to at C2E2. We did it at other conventions, Crunchyroll Expo, DreamCon, and stuff like that. So going out to Chicago and doing that, and then it being curated by our peoples, that was really dope. And being able to see everybody. Also, man, listen here, man. Hey, I smile way too much for people to be so intimidated to come talk to me, bro. I just feel like people I be seeing people just stare me in their face, and I'm like, I know you, like I know we know each other. Come say something or something like that.
I know you know me
Because, but like the funniest thing that happened to me, because I gotta talk about it. Like I said, I complained to I don't know if Simone in here, but I didn't complain to her about it. But like. And it just, I think it's because I'm like, why? Like, why? Because this white lady, small white lady, I saw her. We locked eyes. She looked me dead in the eyes. And then she started smiling and smirking and walked right up to me and leaned in and said, "Hey, you want some cocaine?" And I said, "No, but thank you." And I can't stop thinking about it because I'm like, why did she just offer me cocaine?
I told you because now you got.
I ain't never been offered cocaine a day in my life.
I think that's probably the funniest thing.
Yeah, you gave her the
like,
cocaine.
I didn't hear it happen, but realizing how innocent Rudy really was in that experience. Like I've been there before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to realize how inexperienced he was, it was really like, hey, hold on, like, why she asked me that? Like, what?
That's the thing. That's the thing that kills you is that like the moment it happens, but then you gotta live with it for like a good while and being like, bro,
Why?
somebody looked at me and said, likes cocaine. Let me go give them some.
Or they could have been looking for a friend. Like maybe you want to try. You was waiting. Somebody pop in your life.
I don't know if it was she trying to sell it, if she was trying to party. I don't know what it was.
But you still assuming that this person is receptive to you going to say, "Hey, I got some cocaine."
Yeah, that's
and
wild.
Because you're not offering that to somebody who you like might get sticky. This situation might get a little weird.
I don't think you should get weird if someone actually offer you cocaine.
Why?
Like because you said you were fine. You're like, no, thank you, I'm good.
No,
like,
that was a nervous no thank you. I didn't know what to say. That was
she wasn't gonna be like, oh no,
punk you?
and just blow it in your face.
I didn't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to come after that.
Where you gonna get it anyway?
I don't know what to expect after somebody offer you cocaine and you say no.
That wasn't gonna happen. So I get you.
Right, thought it was. Bro.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know
Dog.
what to come after that, bro. I ain't never
Dog.
been in that situation of getting offered cocaine. I don't know what comes after you say no.
Dog, that shit. That nigga said you gonna get it anyway.
Said no.
Oh, that didn't do that much. I just delete that. Oh, that's on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on
You
Twitch.
can't delete from it. But yeah, I ain't never been offered cocaine. So
Oh.
I mean, I have before, and it is a wild situation.
I mean, fam, it happens, man.
Yeah.
I get it though. I definitely felt like when it happened to me, it was definitely like I didn't know what he was saying. He was like, "You want to bump too?" And I'm like,
But see, she didn't even use a cold word.
I'm like, "What you talking about?" Like the nigga had to show me.
That nigga,
You want to bump? I'm like, absolutely no. I'm good.
See,
Like,
at least he using cold words. She just said you want cocaine.
No, yeah,
You want some cocaine.
she has some pure.
No, yeah, it is a weird. I got invited to a party once.
I think that's weirder.
Like I got invited.
A cocaine party?
Yeah,
Cocaine party.
Bro, I walked into the party and was like, all right, I'm out. And just walked right back out. All right, I'm
Like
out.
that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like I said, I
MGMO.
mean, and that's what I'm saying. Depending on the kind of party you're at, is like everybody doing everything. You might go to a party, somebody is shrooms, weed, and it's you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you in the party, like nigga, are you here to party or are you just on the wall?
I didn't see nobody
You know
else
what
at that party that looked like they was cocaine enthusiasts.
half that bar might have been.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, that's why she was so
not
comfortable.
skilled in her approach. If she did the reaction,
No,
like,
half that bar might have been, man.
I mean,
Hey, she probably had a 50-50.
No, just
Bartenders,
half the bar. Patrons, bartenders.
I guess I wasn't paying attention to the bar patrons that often.
I mean, you was just really. I just want you to know that that was just your gateway. Like what I've learned in life that we gotta have these experiences because they're gonna happen a lot more often.
That shit was wild.
So you had
It's a long time.
you had to experience that because
That
apparently
was
you
wild.
haven't seen it really in life.
But
So it's like, but you finna get into a place where it's gonna be like, oh, so you don't do this? You know, so then they gotta swipe it away like, oh, I thought we were.
They gonna make you feel bad. Damn, I thought you was cool.
Like, hey, your own little power, one for me.
I done wasted the setup on your ass.
They gonna pull out the car like this nigga.
He going to reach back to his bride. That moment, like, I was here before. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Like what's my
Whatever last time this happened, you know what I'm saying?
what's my response? Because I said no, but thank you. I feel like my response even was weird. She probably went back. She probably talking on her podcast like, yo, this nigga was acting weird.
He was polite. He said no,
but thank you.
but thank you for the offer.
No, she think you lying. She telling all her people, this bashful ass nigga was like you.
Oh, you think your shit better than mine? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Hey,
You
this
think
is
that shit
saying
Now that I think about it, saying no, but thank you to some drugs is wild as a bitch.
that sound like not
you
right
keep me
now,
in
but
mind.
maybe later. Come back, circle back around.
Yeah. Thank you for keeping me in mind. I just got here. I ain't warmed up yet. I'm not warmed up yet. You know what I'm saying? Like we're still getting
And
into
it
it.
was
I don't know where the
early,
night's
a
gonna take
pregame
me.
bump, dog. She was trying to get me to do a pregame
She was trying
bump.
you probably wasn't the first. You wasn't the last in that night. She probably was doing a
to
pass
be
through
honest,
like
that actually sounds like that might make sense. You pregame and you get ready for your night. To be honest, that sounds like it might be the logical time to do it.
It was the shortness in her look because we told you we locked eyes. She just knew she had that.
The beeline
She
to do
knew
it is
she had
crazy.
that connection.
dude, that was, I mean, in some cases that's how they holler at you. You know, that's how women holler at you.
Yeah, you got action.
She's really trying to see what you like. Hey, I
You trying to
mean,
party?
trying to party. Like
I was definitely not trying to party. Yeah.
that is hilarious.
That's
like
funny.
I definitely, as a mature older adult, I looked over at Rudy like he going through it about this. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't offer that shit in Hollywood, Milwaukee, goddamn shit. I just be like,
I
damn,
ain't
man.
never been off of cocaine, bro. That's what
I'm saying. Now it's your time.
That was
It's your
the
time
first
now.
It's a wild thing. I'll give you that.
Keep your
I said,
boundaries. Keep your boundaries intact because it's gonna be knocking on your door.
Yeah.
it's for
Be
sure a
knocking on your
wild
door.
thing to be offered, but it definitely does happen.
But yeah.
The innocence of Rudy, like to be such a hood rapper back in the day. The whole transition of this nigga life, like this nigga is like the most.
To be honest, I'm shocked it was the first time.
Like I'm there too. Like you got all these rap stories and everything. It's like, bro, how you just not getting it
I don't know, bro.
in your geek life? You get off.
Like,
You know
my
what I'm saying?
geek life, dog. The geek, rockstar geekies, man. But C2E2, man. Overall success.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it was a
sure.
great- yeah, it
Especially
was a
get
good-
in, get out one day. That was
Yeah,
great.
that
It was
Yeah.
great. It was a great
So-
one day
so-
experience.
And like I said,
Wish you could have stayed there
it was-
longer.
Mhm.
And Simone and Land Party, man, y'all put on such a great event that like I legit. The only reason we had to leave, obviously, you know, we told a couple of y'all, but everything like that. But yeah, we're going to New York. You know what I'm saying? Filming some stuff for the Black Geek Doc. So we got to prep and get ready for all that, and so we couldn't stay.
I still need some.
And you right, we
Oh,
still
yeah, I
gotta
need to
get this
sleep.
shit
I still
together.
gotta do that too.
Right. And so that's the only reason, man. The fact that y'all made an event that was so good that we didn't want to leave. I like I said, that's a testament to the stuff that y'all put together.
And I mean, I definitely want to say too, because like I said, we were there kind of early. So I think in how we were talking about our second, the second wind of like social come in, it was like there is no better feeling in the world than when you see the room filled with Black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we were there early and the energy was really like, bro, you might want to go. Everybody think we might head out. Maybe we'll miss everybody. And then you start seeing that door open, like the front door kind of come in. And you're like, hold on.
So,
Black people coming in. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
a party now.
I think the party about to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, and that, like I said, I feel like once they kind of filled up the room, the space more, it just changed everybody's like, oh yeah, we definitely sitting for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely gonna stay for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I think having that kind of experience is definitely great, especially when you know it. When you know in your crowd of Black people coming in is really your people. Like it's really it's your geek culture, your community, and all that kind of coming in. Like it's not even if they are random people, you kind of know this space that y'all finna be in. You know what I'm saying? Of all these people in there. So
and hey, shout out to the spot. They had some good drinks. Like I ain't gonna hold you, they drinks.
Yeah, I mean,
the drinks was nice. I definitely fucked with it.
Yeah, they had some good drinks. The bartender was definitely because they had what was those names based off of?
They just had random names. I don't think they were based off anything. It might have been, but I mean, there wasn't like no video games. It was a barcade, but it definitely wasn't no video game names. Let me
tag Simone. That's definitely her. I'm gonna just put it. It should tag her. It's 1M, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm just saying, but yeah, man. Like I said, the drinks was good. The spot was good. I mean, the spot was decent. I ain't gonna hold you. The spot they had limited games. That was my only. If I had to nitpick.
I mean, for a bar, I mean,
for a barcade,
it's hit or miss with a barcade. I've understood.
Yeah,
I mean,
limited games.
Like you got to have limited games, but also realize like the wear and tear of people on video games. Like it gets. Yeah. You got to really reset. Like having a barcade, you got to really maintain the machines.
Yeah. I mean, you got to. You're encountering people doing that while they drunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I mean, and maybe I'm just basing it off of the
you forgot a name.
Who?
That's what O just said.
Who? Oh, and I tell Fox. Yep. Oh, it's my fault. I can't edit on here. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's just really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate just having that experience in regards to that. So I want to talk about some of the shit that we've been watching and shit like that.
I mean, we ain't podcasting a month.
You ain't podcasting a month.
Fair.
So it's a lot of stuff we can talk about.
So let's talk about X-Men 97, man.
Where in X-Men 97?
Let's just talk about how are we feeling about this season?
Season is great.
I'm
having a great time watching. Well, not having a great time watching, but having a great time watching. It's such a good series. But man, is they having us go through it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I would ever enjoy. I didn't ever think that at my age that my like daytime soap opera would be cartoon characters from a comic book. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, my
Days of Our Lives is like the X-Men. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I think having that, like having a season like this for one, and that's what I'm saying. Like when we talked about it before, like watching the old X-Men and like especially watching it now when you're older, rewatching it older, you realize how drama filled that was. Mm-hmm. And but as a kid, you really didn't understand a lot of the stories, or even if you read the comic books, you probably did, but the tension and the tone they put in the cartoons and the animation, you really wouldn't get it to your, you know what I'm saying? And like those same tones and tension moments, and it's all in the new one. So it's like watching it now, especially when you're like established now and you watch stuff like Game of Thrones and all these other like great shows, like you can really see how much effort they put in the 97 to really make this like not just like a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Like this is literally a story driven, you know what I'm saying, like comic world, like world that you know what I'm saying, that we were really getting able to watch.
And what I think is because it even opened up the conversation about like continuing classic cartoons and stuff like that. Where it's like we don't necessarily have to do a reboot. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's like it doesn't have to be a reboot. Let's do the let's retell the story. You know, I mean, not retell. I mean, let's tell the story and continue it from there. I did again.
Yes, I was trying to get your attention before you did it.
But I'm trying to multitask. Why you just interrupt? You acting like we like
this nigga doing too much at once.
Damn. All right,
but no,
niggas ain't trying to help me out here.
So I'm not even paying attention to you. You know what I'm
saying? I'm watching it happen. I'm like,
why are you watching it happen? It's crazy.
I'm saying it, and you
didn't say nothing.
I did. I looked. I turned the screen to show you the ad again.
Like I'm looking at you. No, see, this is why we need people. This is why we need people to handle our tweets for us.
Your typo game is crazy.
Oh, it always been.
It's crazy.
Ain't nobody, ain't none of y'all stepping up to take it away from me.
You need autos. You mad? You need an autocorrect app over your whole interface.
Grammarly hit us up for a sponsorship. We would for sure use.
But the fact that like I said, you know, people talk about like, oh, we should do continuation of the Spider-Man. Like I just like that. If it can set the precedence of it.
I like it because you keep the tone. Like I think like those are like when you going into reboot. Is a reimagine it, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose a lot of the tone, you're gonna lose a lot of the efforts that was already put into what was already created as a classic. And we don't really get a lot of things that really get discontinued. You know what I'm saying? So when you continue, you do gotta stay in that same. So it's like
you already have a bedrock that you gotta build upon.
You gotta build upon. So I think that's really what makes X-Men so good because of that, like the 97s, because it's like you can't deny that it's truly a continuation. Like the people who really decided to make this and bring, you know, everybody involved really adapted this from the original. Like,
and then, like I said, it's the trauma, bro. Like they going crazy with the trauma on theirs. Now, like I don't see how this season is going to end. Like, I got theories on where I think it, but and this is my theory. My theories is based on just hopefulness of, you know, connecting universes and making something, you know, bigger than it is. But like, I literally don't know where this season is going to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember where we
ended with the Bastion reveal.
No, I was trying to say from even when we podcast, like where we last.
It was just the third episode.
It was the third episode. So we didn't see any of the Genosha stuff.
Yeah, right before Genosha.
Oh, the Red Wedding. I like that everybody calls it the Red Wedding. Yeah. It was definitely the Red Wedding.
Right.
Yeah. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we like I said, like from the Genosha to Gambit to Magneto, like
Storm,
and then the Storm, like the Storm storyline.
That's where we was at that point.
No, it was the episode right after Storm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where we was at right after she lost her powers and everything.
Yeah, so I'm like, I think it was just, bro, it's just great. X-Men 97
it's such a fun series.
And are y'all familiar with the Bastion storyline?
I'm not. I don't know nothing about the guy.
Not really,
man. It's like Bastion really takes take the X-Men through it because like I said, he's all about like it's master mode and creating a hybrid human sentinel.
That's about the extent that I know it. I'd rather just let it flow through to the series rather.
So he's a really big baddie.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
and they threw that motherfucker in there quick. Then
not really. Last 3 episodes of the season.
Last 3 episodes, and really think about it, it's a continuation. That means we have 4 seasons of like.
5.
I mean 5 seasons, because remember, if and I went back and watched it. A lot of the things and some of the things that we're seeing, it seems fast, but they've been sprinkling those stuff in the original X-Men series. So we're just getting answers that we never got from their 96 series.
Okay, I get what you said. That's what I'm saying. I'm still rewatching the old series, like in between everything. So I get what you said.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? So that to me, that's also dope because it's like whoever's involved, you probably have to rewatch the whole original series and then figuring out which breadcrumbs that you can pull from and be like, oh yeah, that never got answered and stuff like that. It's like retconning, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like it's one of those things that where even with Deadpool versus Deadpool and Wolverine, that I think that, and even Kevin Feige has done, we've seen him done it, is that Kevin Feige has a love for all that is within this medium, right?
Yeah.
And so instead of just, you know what I'm saying, we don't talk about that or whatever like that, he finds ways to bring the story back in and make it make sense so that way it means something, right? He gave the Raimi Spider-Mans, it was like, these were actually good. Like, yeah, they had some bad moments and some really bad moments, but we can make this make sense. We can make this work. We can make this fit where, okay, that lived and existed in it, right? So do we even went? So when I'm looking at, you know, X-Men and Wolverine and Deadpool, and I'm looking at X-Men 97, and I'm looking at the way that they're bringing things in, like I do believe that Wolverine and Deadpool is going to be a way to make the whole Fox universe matter in a sense where it's like we don't have to go back to it. We don't have to go back to the end of it and really like redo movies, but we can say, let's give their existence a purpose. And with their existence is like, okay, let's address it. Let's address what happened in here. Because even in that trailer of Deadpool and Wolverine, with them saying like he is messed up his, you know, he's the reason for his universe being out here or being, you know, fucking up his universe. It's like, oh shit, okay, well, so which universe is he talking about? Which Wolverine are we getting? Because there's like 4 Wolverines that they can pull from. You know what I'm saying? And 3 of them are within the Fox universe. So it's like, it's crazy where we go. And knowing how Feige is like, we're just gonna right the wrongs. Because even in Deadpool, even though that wasn't a Feige product, if you think about Deadpool, and this is why it makes sense for Deadpool to be the character. Deadpool at the end of when he was Deadpool 2, when he was time traveling, he righted like 3 wrongs. He went back and just kind of just real quick did boom, 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 and it's just like, so it's like now you have Deadpool continuing that within the Fox universe and everything like that. Like I just think that where we're at in Marvel, we're at a point where it's like, okay, before we get to moving forward, let's fix all these things and then we can pull from this in regards to that. And I think that that's what, so like my theory with X-Men 97 is that we and again, there's no merits to this. This is really just me theorizing based off of something and breadcrumbs, is that we're going to get to a point where we're going to see an X-Men versus Avengers, because in my breadcrumbs of what I saw was that, you know, spoiler alert, if you're not caught up, mute this or fast forward. But what I'm thinking is like, okay, we saw Rogue kill somebody, and half of the X-Men team, damn near majority of them, was like, shit, she had to do what she had to do. We saw Scott saying like, damn, Magneto was right, you know what I'm saying? So he's changing his ties and his tone to Magneto. We saw Rogue's interaction with Steve Rogers, and Steve even said, you know, I'm here, I'm doing, you know, before I can bring my team in, you know what I'm saying? And then he's trying to talk Rogue down, like, hey, you don't have to do this. And Rogue was like, fuck that, toss his shield, which was hilarious as shit. And so now I can see a moment of the X-Men not necessarily being evil, but like they're not the saviors no more. They're like, look, we got to do what we got to do in these moments. And in the world, because also the world, they're not hating mutants no more, but they don't want to align themselves with mutants because they think they're going to be in the line of fire for aligning themselves. So now I can see them, because of it being the outcast, them going dark, and then the Avengers having to step in to stop them, because who else can stop them? The military ain't gonna be able to do it unless Charles can get to them and reason with them, which, you know, saying who knows how late he gonna be. So like, so my theory is that we're gonna lead to maybe an animated version of X-Men versus Avengers instead of seeing a live action of it. That's where I'm at with it.
I mean, I'd be happy either way. I mean, I really don't need a live action of it.
They're cooking with the animation.
I will say though, this the things that I went through in this series has showed why Charles did not put Cyclops as leader. As leader, they've been floundering with Charles being gone.
Cyclops don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Leader.
No, Magneto been gone. Magneto been fucking and he been gone.
Magneto been gone for 2 days.
Magneto, even though he was leader, he was kind of letting Cyclops do his thing.
I don't know.
Magneto was fucking.
He kind of been letting Cyclops. He been spending his entire time, like Bacardi said, doing. What do they say? Endurance training with
and
Rogue.
He come back in the room and be like, Scott,
no, because the Jubilee episode, they asked that nigga for permission to celebrate her birthday, and he told them no.
Yep.
So he is absolutely still being the leader.
Overall, he like Magneto, like the CEO.
That's because
Charles is like that's operations.
That's because he was trying to get back to fucking.
They asked Magneto because they like, you is the boss. But it's like, and that's what it is. Magneto is the boss, but he that boss that I don't do shit.
Yeah,
like Scott is the assistant manager.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you run the store.
I really do think that this show, like, because they've been flying. Like, because even if Magneto is the leader, he's still Cyclops is still the emotional leader. Like if you want to take that out, where yes they do. They go to him for all the things about like.
Well, Cyclops got to go to everybody too. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
He going right back to him. You're right. But still, they going to him about like how we respond to this.
Yeah, they do.
And he floundering in that response.
Hey, that's because he's struggling.
He
man.
is.
He's struggling. His wife over there trying to console him. He's like, "Bitch, I just lost the love of my life."
Like, no.
Look, I'm not blaming him for how it all happened. I do think he drew the short end of the straw because I think if Charles was here, all this still would have happened.
Nah, see,
I just think Charles.
Charles would have figured out.
The lines was already set up. It would have still happened.
All the Genosha, all that stuff would have happened. But I think
Charles
he would have had a more level-headed response because he would have separated himself from all this. Whereas, like y'all said, Scott going through all this with them, and he
wait. I just want to interject one thing. Is that the only reason why? Here's where I still got Magneto as the top leader, and like this whole season, I'm still giving to Magneto as that he failed here because Magneto came in and immediately also caused turmoil between so many people within the crew.
Is that his fault?
Yes, that's Magneto's fault.
It sounds like personal. It sounds like a personal problem.
That's
Cyclops.
No,
Cyclops pretty much got nerfed. Cyclops got nerfed from episode 1.
No, because you know what a leader would have did in that situation. He would have been like, "Hey, look, we need to." Now, Gambit was done. It was a done.
So now you want him to be a mutiny? You want Cyclops to start a mutiny?
I'm saying you got to be like, look, we got to trust in the professor. We got to trust in what he let.
Like Charles teaches without the window, fam. When Magneto
that's what I'm saying. Like it's not.
Because it should have really been like that. Like if Magneto came in like Charles gave it to me, y'all supposed to have been like everybody supposed to been like
you could be unhappy about it, but we gonna put the trust.
So now you want them to blindly just follow?
I said you.
Hey, Charles said they always blindly follow Charles.
Yeah, they did blindly follow Charles.
Like,
so if he let them
blindly follow Charles, but in that moment now you can make a change. Charles is out of here. Do I continue to blindly follow at the time as what they think the thoughts of a dead man, or do I do what's best for the team?
They knew, but to be fair, they knew he wasn't dead.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm saying, do I follow?
They knew Charles wasn't dead. Like the team knows Charles not dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I said yeah.
So it's like they sitting there and he's like, this is who I wanted to lead to what Trippy just said. They blindly followed him.
I ain't going.
Why was this one? And like I said, it's nothing. Because I think everything would have still happened the same way. So it's like I can't say the actions of what went down. I'm saying the morale of the team.
If Charles wasn't there, the difference would have been it would have been Magneto and whoever he fucking with that would have been in Genosha. Like it would have still stuck in the same aspect of like the X-Men versus Magneto and them, because Charles would have been the one like Charles would have been the one trying to tell like Magneto like, bro, I think there's some other shit going on. Like
I think Charles for sure would have had people there because he believed more in the UN and the faith of humanity.
The diplomacy and
like,
shit.
he believed more in that. Because remember, that's the whole reason why Magneto was there, because he was like, all right, we're going to do this Charles way. So that's what I'm saying. None of that would have changed. Like, all of the actions, all of that, I don't put that on.
But I feel like X-Men would have been the bad guys. Because X-Men would have been there trying to protect Charles, do all that kind of shit. And Magneto and his people would be like, oh, y'all in here trying to kill us all. And he would just...
No, I still think all of that would have been the same.
Yeah, well, you got to remember...
I just think.
So you think Magneto wouldn't have killed? Because like I said, Magneto didn't kill them because he's like, I'm trying to do what Charles wouldn't want me to do.
You got to remember,
he wouldn't have been at that trial.
Yeah,
he wouldn't have. So like, that whole trial with Magneto wouldn't have happened. So that one that's the situation that would have changed. Everything that happened at Genosha would have still been the same.
About Genosha, not the trial. We're talking about.
Hey, but Genosha wasn't as populated until Magneto made that choice to use all the funds to send people there.
Yeah, that was a Magneto.
Yeah, that was part of that was him
part of
having
dream.
About having and that's what I'm saying, like, because I don't think that Magneto would have came back and been like, wow, if Charles they're like, bro, gotta come with me.
Well,
no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been a whole
Charles
different.
Was there, it still would have been the fight, because remember the whole it was still Magneto was still the op.
Yeah,
even when he got quote unquote publicly assassinated, he was the op, and then Magneto was just it was more so like, well, shit, wait, who am I fighting now? Because my person is dead, and I was like, so now Magneto had a change of mindset in regards to that. But so we probably wouldn't have got it. Like it just things got accelerated because it's clear that the Genosha event was always being set up.
Yes,
Master
like, that's
Mode
what I'm
and
like.
them, they
all
always
of
set
that
it
would
up.
have happened.
It got accelerated because of the death of Charles.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. I can see that.
But
I mean, it's just
either way, my point was more so about the morale of the team. Charles would have kept everybody with at least a little bit more of a level head. But like y'all said, Scott is going through it himself, so he ain't got it in him to tell everybody we need to not act purely on emotion.
I mean, you got, and that's what I'm saying. Like, will people fail to realize? And I really do hate. Like, I love that we gave Scott all his shit on the first episode. But that was really his only
That was
win.
it.
That was his only win.
It's been downhill since then.
Fam, just like they say Jubilee in the first season, they say Fam brought him back, so Jubilee and Dude got a story. But Scott came back from that mission to Magneto in the house. But the next episode, Jean ain't my real bitch. The next episode, Story ain't got no powers.
It all
Like,
makes sense why they gave him such a cold first episode, because they was like, we got him going through it for the rest of the season.
But at least
it don't get something.
It don't get better than this.
I don't think nobody's calling him lame no more. I think now it's a level of empathy. Everybody's like, yo, damn, bro, we
and he
ain't
even got his whole team. Like, he can't even keep his whole team, bro.
His son came back. He was emotional about it. He said, bro, let's say the reunion. We got shit to do.
That's what I'm saying. He got to sit with that. He got to sit with that. My son don't even want to talk to me.
That nigga looked at it. And then even when he saw Gene, he was like, you ain't heard.
Like
nah.
He really going through it, bro.
Like I said, he drew the short end of the straw. I'm not blaming him, but I really do see why Charles was like, if push come to shove, he ain't gonna have
the mental fortitude.
His leadership shit, because like Scott was supposed to been on road. Like, bro, you can't be out here playing too, nigga. Like, we got a team. Like, he wasn't able to tell nobody to stop doing anything.
Right.
Because this nigga had his own shit going on. Like I said, he spent more time in everybody else's ear. Like, am I doing this right? Like, why wouldn't you say? Like, I think Charles is gonna be mad at me about this. Like, this nigga was really failing, fam. Because I'm like, the rogue shit. Even the Wolverine, I thought we was off that storyline. And Gene was like, give me some sugar. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, and then get mad because you in another nigga dreams?
Like, that was hilarious.
That was
bro, I don't think we ever saw somebody get busted and get caught cheating in their dreams.
So
in 5, I don't know what K that is.
Bro, that was
her face popped up like, nigga, what you doing?
Like, that was the epitome. Like, this nigga smiling too hard. What you think about?
Right.
What the fuck you think about? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You smiling too hard. But hey, going back to our Magneto Charles thing, that's why I keep a helmet on. That's why I keep a helmet on.
Now you see what Magneto thinking.
Because Scott, like, God damn, why the fucking Magneto helmet at?
He went and texted Magneto after, like, hey, who did your helmet?
I think that for the
Try to get one of them joints.
I can't dream it. No, let me show me Scott next episode sitting by himself with Magneto helmet on. Like, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to gather my thoughts.
He gonna turn the visor into.
He's gonna be one of the visor with the hood.
Like dog.
Oh, shit.
But I'm like, yeah, that shit was wild. And that's what I'm saying, like, because that still gotta come out. Because Logan gonna be petty. You know what I'm saying? Logan gonna tell you, like, oh, well, she was kissing on me.
They got too much going on right now. That might be a next season. That might be a next season thing.
Because Logan finna be like, that kiss meant something.
That's gotta be.
He coming back.
It's too much going on.
He coming back for that.
Speaking of Logan, what Wolverine do y'all think we are getting in a Deadpool Wolverine? Like, where do you think he's coming from?
I think it's this one. I think it's this 97 one. Okay. But I think, but even in the sense of
either,
because I feel like that's what I said. Like, I feel like because Wolverine, in a sense, wanders anyway. Like, I think if we don't get some kind of blow between him and Jean again, where he like, I'm finna get the fuck out of here. Like, I feel like he's gonna leave. Like in the end of this season, Logan's gonna leave. Like, I need to get away from y'all, and it's kind of like his own adventure. You know, like Logan always leaves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that kind of shows. It might not show that he gets pulled into Deadpool, whatever, but we gonna know that Wolverine, we gonna know when Wolverine gets pulled out of Deadpool and Wolverine, that the Wolverine in X-Men 97 ain't with X-Men. Like, he left them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it'll make more sense where he like, I'm just grabbing you out of, and it could make even more sense where from the trailer we saw Deadpool, like Logan was already in the bar, drunk and mad, like all kind of shit. Like I can't do shit. Like it could literally be the depressed Logan from dealing with Jean again. Like, bro, I'm finna get the fuck out of here.
Wolverine.
Yeah, that is a lot. That's a lot of Wolverine.
That's just Wolverine. He had a bar drinking.
Which one do you think we getting?
I think we get multiple. First off, I don't think that every Wolverine they showed in the trailer was the same Wolverine.
Okay.
You think he was walking around finding?
Let's go main though. Who's the main one that you think we're getting?
That's a tough one because
I got a whole theory, so I that's why I'm going last.
Well, the only reason I would feel like because of the I like your idea that there's different Wolverines.
Yeah. Because we saw both sleeve and sleeveless Wolverine in the trailer.
To be fair, because we talked about it, I did a trailer breakdown, and at first that was my thing, but it also when you look at it again, it just looks like the sleeves got ripped off. Which I'm mad about that the sleeves got ripped off that the shoulder pads went, because it's like, why is your shoulder pads attached to the sleeves? So it's like I was mad about that, but I think it's like I said, I think it's multiple. The main one, I mean, I don't know if it's from anyone that we saw before. I think that's the play on it, that they want you to think that it's a
all
Wolverine
the ones that were showing
that we saw before.
But the real Wolverine ain't even been shown yet.
All right, so this is where well, do you got a theory, Trip?
I think. Nah, I ain't got nothing
Right,
different than what y'all said.
I think that it's the Days of Future Past, Logan. And the reason why is that if we're thinking about so this has the TVA involved in it, right?
Right.
We're thinking about the rules of the TVA. If we're thinking about the rules of the TVA, technically what Wolverine did, that he should be pruned and his universe should be pruned. Because of
Days of the Future, okay.
Because of Days of Future Past. So I'm thinking, and even with I'm thinking one or two things. All right, because and I'm leaning heavy on this Wolverine let his whole universe down. What I'm thinking is he went back and he did all that. TVA had to step in, had to prune him, and because Wolverine, who can't really necessarily die, we don't know if he can potentially be pruned or not. So if he can't be pruned, I can see that we're pruning this universe. We're going to throw you in a universe that don't have a Wolverine, and you have to live with the guilt that you killed your universe because of what you did in Days of Future Past. And so that's why we see him so kind of soaking at the bar because he's sitting there living with the guilt that he killed a whole universe. Because
so you did the one at the bar with the Days of Future Past.
Yep, I think that's.
So y'all
that's
took that bar scene as him sulking.
Yes,
he didn't look.
I know.
Hey, but
he's always
damn near
he's
was.
always soaking. But it's always a reason.
There's a reason.
It's always a reason.
Like he had
he's always soaking.
at a bar.
The nigga could have had some bad shoes that day. He going to the bar. So his favorite shoes got scuffed.
So
he ain't going to the bar.
Right, so that's my first one in regards to it. Now I'm still leaning on the Days of Future Past. If I'm not going off, they pruned them because of that. I'm going if to give the Fox universe a reason, and also to give the Fox universe a reason why we haven't addressed that universe of mutants and everything. Is that we've already heard the TVA said we've had battles. We saw the multi-saga battle, right? This Wolverine was a part of that multiversal battle, and he lost.
I mean, I like your theory because that would make even more sense why Deadpool would approach that one. Like, you lost your universe, so help me save mine.
Yeah. And he's saying that. He said, I don't know how to defend the universe. You have. So I'm thinking, so he had, this Wolverine, I am putting a lot of emphasis on. He was part of a multiversal war.
And the fact that you even use that, because I mean, you really
that,
wouldn't talk to a regular X-Men Wolverine and be like, y'all saved the universe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you talking to somebody
that's where I'm leaning in on that one. So that's my theory in regards to that Wolverine.
That actually makes a lot more sense. And I do, because I actually didn't think of the multiple Wolverines that he would just run across. Mm-hmm. I did, but I didn't. I guess for me, I didn't think about it because
aspect of it.
I didn't think about it because I didn't think it would just be the same Hugh Jackman all the time. Even though he's been the only Wolverine, but the fact that you would just put him.
I do think, because I feel like that's sort of how. Let's say that this does introduce who's going to be the main MCU one. That's how you introduce, like, oh, this is the real one, because it's like sort of how they did with John Krasinski being Mr. Fantastic, where like they showed the ones that's like the fan favorite one, and then when we got to the point, like obviously they haven't shown him yet, but it's like it's a completely new actor, so it's like oh, all these multiversal ones is it's Hugh Jackman, and then maybe it's like a post-credit scene or whatever at the end of it. Then maybe you start seeing like, oh, this is your first casting of the actual X-Men live action moving forward.
I do feel though that they are gonna and I said that already in the beginning. Like I do think they're gonna do some kind of connection to X-Men 97 though with Deadpool.
Oh, they definitely.
Like even if they show him pop into the animated world and talk to Wolverine, like if he don't pull that Wolverine, he's gonna still interact with that one.
Y'all think MCU
through portals? They jump through a portal.
And
y'all think
and
MCU Wolverine gonna be Logan though?
The MCU Wolverine?
Yeah.
You mean like Logan, like the actual TV movie Logan?
No, Logan like the.
Oh, who do you think it's gonna be?
Lore.
Because
technically she was a Wolverine.
She was.
I could see that. Like I could, because I can also see, especially if we were combining,
especially with this new wave of them doing the woman version of every.
Yeah.
If they were combining, if I'm combining both of y'all stories, then I can see the Days of the Future. Because isn't the Days? And I always thought the Days of the Future Past Logan was kind of like the Logan. Like that was like from the Logan movie. Like he had his moment. And like Logan is like, it was just me and Charles left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like right before the actual universe thing ending, whatever. So in my eyes, Deadpool would use Days of Future Past Logan to help me save the universe. And his last dying thing is like, I got somebody I need you to go grab. You know what I'm saying?
Because we know that because the whole thing about this whole lore of this is that this is his last run. Even when he said, "Yeah, you want to play Wolverine one more time? All right, why not?" Right. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. Even with it, like the word usage and everything. So I do believe that we will get introduced to whoever's going to be the new Logan moving forward for sure, or the new Wolverine. You know, to what Trippy's saying. So.
But I definitely, because we do know X-Men 97 is a different universe because Morph is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like it's or not necessarily because Morph, but it's like I feel like this X-Men 97.
Yeah, because they explained back how Morph came, how he came back in X-Men 97.
Yeah, and like I say, I mean, we know that the animated universe is like they pull from it. I mean, Captain Carter is
well, that's a what if story, right?
Right, but her being
you're saying it from the what if story, like from the what if animation,
just animation being pulled into live action. So
because I think they said that Kahori from the what if.
Oh, that'd be
I think she's supposed to show up.
Oh, that's
I thought I remember seeing that
with American Chavez.
I don't know exactly the full. I don't know the full. I just thought I remember seeing that
the Native American story.
Oh, I think I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Her character was fun.
Yeah, I mean, but I definitely feel like this is definitely selling like just to finish like or just on X-Men 97. I definitely feel like this season is ending to be the X-Men versus the Avengers.
We know with the rumors too, Blade coming.
That was the other rumor is that Blade's supposed to show up during the saga,
multiversal saga, and Wesley's reprising the role.
And you talking about in what? In
I don't know. That's all they get. That's all they said.
I feel like
Wesley Snipes is returning to.
I feel like it might be like Secret Wars or something.
It got to be something
like you're saying.
They just said they're gonna add them. They're gonna add them to the multiverse.
The multiversal saga.
It's set to appear.
That
could very much just be
because we know Mahershala Ali is the new Blade.
They probably put
he's the new Blade for sure. And I think here's where me and Will Ferrell was talking about, and I was like, I don't know where they're going to pull him into because right now in the MCU. I don't know which project that's slated is going to be solely focused on the multiversal saga. And I think that's where he pops up in because I don't see him being the main thing or anything like that. Like it's like this, that it's probably a pop-up. But I think whichever next property that is solely focused on the multiversal saga, that's where he pop ups in.
I just don't know where. I didn't even pop up with Doctor Strange. I feel like
so I want him to pop up with Deadpool only because I think a Wesley Snipes, a Blade, and Ryan Reynolds Deadpool would be a hilarious interaction.
I mean, it would be.
that's what I want.
But I don't feel like
I feel like that's the other easy. It's either Secret Wars or he's a cameo because it's. I don't see this being anything.
I think Brave New World. I'll tell you why.
I don't think this is. I feel like it's not going to be anything
big,
substantial.
I don't think it either, and so that's why I think Brave New World.
I feel like honestly, I'm shocked that we're even. So I thought the way I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Kept scrolling because I'm like, this isn't going to be something big enough that it really warranted.
Hold on. It's Wesley.
It is.
It's Wesley's the OG Blade.
But that's the only.
That's why it's big, and that's why we talking about it.
It's not. I feel like everybody's gonna put themselves in the same cycle of expectation and then get this. Oh, this is what it was.
No. So this is why I agree with you that the implications and what it's going to be is not going to be anything crazy, right? It's going to be just like oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But here's why I think it makes sense for Brave New World because Anthony Mackie had that speech where he broke it down like, no, it's the big three. We got witches, So I can see him saying, like, having a moment like, oh shit, there's vampires too? Like, wait, I didn't count for that.
And to be Blade, because you're gonna be like, it's a brother?
Like, so that's why I can see it
That's
there.
a situation where somebody gonna see that. That was what it was. That's what I'm just like.
I would probably say that too. Like we got Wesley Snipes just so we can get a black nod. You know what I'm saying? Just
That's
little
what-
nod.
that's
But
why-
that's what Kevin Feige does. Kevin Feige rights the wrong, and it doesn't have to be anything groundbreaking. It's just like, let's just make sure. Yes, Blade was the one that helped kick off the seriousness of Marvel movies. We acknowledge it too. Y'all been saying it in the memes, and we haven't said it. So let's give you this quick moment real quick. Boom.
I mean,
but
I agree with I agree with Diz though.
Multiversal Saga. I mean, Multiverse of Madness. They did that. We was like John Krasinski, and I can see Kevin Feige like, fuck it, let's just do it real quick.
And then you know what happened at the end of that movie? Why y'all even do that? That's my point. I was just like, all right, cool, whatever.
But that is the style Kevin Feige was saying, like, look, I did it.
I get what y'all
did it. You know what I'm saying? So I can see him be like, look, we did it. We did it. We gave y'all Blade. Blade is a part of this. We acknowledge that he's a part of this universe and that he is important to this universe.
I want to know how Wesley Snipes feel because that nigga ain't finna get no. Wesley Snipes could be like, nigga, I want to be Blade. Like,
no, he already co-signed on Mahershala Ali.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did that.
That's what I feel like it's just going to be some type of cameo.
So he's good with that. He's good with that.
The nigga might just be a vampire in that. Like,
all right, so Joker 2 trailer came out also within our hiatus. Now I've been on record saying that I'm not here for the musical aspect of it. I said, but I'm going to wait for the trailer. The trailer came. I'm still not here for it. I don't need a Joker 2.
Why do I feel like I watched the trailer and I don't remember?
I don't need a Joker 2.
I didn't watch the trailer, so y'all have fun with this.
You didn't?
I don't care about this movie.
I don't either.
I don't care.
I mean, y'all like musicals, so I get it. But I feel like I watched the trailer and they didn't show musical of it in the trailer.
They didn't. They kind of you can hear the elements of it that like where I know where I'm gonna play it with no sound. Where you know where the music is going to come in at and everything like that. But it's like it's one of those things where it's like I know for a fact that like it didn't hit for me, bro. It didn't hit for me.
Hey, Bo was like, we also got to acknowledge that Wesley is older and he'd have to get in shape to be the Blade that people want.
It's the Denzel all over again.
He
like,
do it.
He got to be a Blade sensei. He got to be
the only shot
sensei.
in this trailer that I saw because somebody made it a gift that I thought was really interesting was when Lady Gaga Harley Quinn put the smile and he leans into it and has the exact same smile. That was the only shot I was like, oh, that was cool.
Oh no, the visual
that was
visually, I do not doubt that this is going to be a masterpiece visually.
That's the only thing that people have shared. So
yeah,
because all of these shots I've never seen.
Because outside of what I loved for Joker 1, visually, that was an artistically visually amazing movie.
Yeah.
And so I believe that like this is going to do the same thing in regards to it. But like you can see the elements of when they're probably going to break into song when you watch this trailer. And it's just like,
and I know like the director, I think he said that like I'm not calling it a musical, it's a movie where music happens or something like that. But it's like, fam, it's going to be a musical. I really don't care.
So could it be a movie that these are like just scenes playing in their minds?
Oh, most likely it's going to be.
Could be.
The most likely it's going to be that.
I mean, I'm excited for it, but I don't like. But I mean, I also enjoy musicals.
Yeah,
so it's like,
because like you know what? Because like here's the thing: the Flash did an episode of it like that, right? Where it was like real life shit happening, but then like they would break into song every now and then. Because like that whole cast, very talented. Half of them was in what's that show? The High School Musical show, Glee and shit like that, right? Half of them was in that show, right? And so they had that moment of doing that where it's like, oh, we fighting the villain.
Yeah,
but then the exposition point parts of the movie, that's where they're going to get in the song. So I'm pretty sure this is going to go that same type of path in regards to that.
Like I said, seeing that shot, I was like, oh, that was fire.
Yeah.
And then like how he smiles and it matches perfectly.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I fuck with that.
Yeah. So
I mean, that was the last shot of the trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all just so adamantly angry about the fact that like I'm like I would not give this any time.
You know what? To be honest, my stance on musicals have changed. Because I did go into this year like, all right, I'm gonna watch more musicals. I don't dislike musicals as a whole. I don't care about a second one of this.
Oh, just a second Joker.
So I already didn't care about a second Joker, and then they said, oh yeah, it's going to be a musical. I'm I'm very fresh on being like, okay, musicals are cool.
Yeah.
I damn sure want to see.
See,
a
for
Joker
me,
musical.
musicals don't have replay value for me. Like I watch Grease, I acknowledge what Grease is. I acknowledge that it's a golden
I ain't
movie.
gonna hold you. La La Land, I've watched a couple
I
times.
watched it once. I have no desire to go back to it. La La Land, I got halfway through it. I shut it off.
I enjoyed the fuck out of Glee and all those. Like I actually watched Glee.
Did you? I didn't know that. That's
I never watched.
I enjoyed
Glee,
Glee,
but
I never
and
watched
at half the time,
shit.
that's when you heard on the top music. Oh, I didn't know this was like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Niggas
never
was
watched
like,
an ounce of Glee, bro.
You
Dad watched Glee.
I know he did. I never
Glee,
watched.
yeah, I
an ounce of Glee.
enjoy.
There's not one aspect of Glee that made me say I want to sit down and watch the show.
well, what's the name was funny as a bitch in it.
Who?
What's the tall white lady? What's her name? The girl from she's a 40-year-old virgin too. Is the boss, the short hair girl.
Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch.
Yeah, Jerry. Yeah.
Oh, Jane Lynch is hilarious all the time.
Right. So like she was pretty much playing that like a coach who was like, y'all like, you know, really being like, y'all musical kids ain't really shit, like ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she was always on their ass. So that's why it was like I enjoyed it.
watched a couple episodes.
But like I said, when I look at the trailer, visually, like I can see the musical aspect of it. And that's what I'm saying. But I look at it, I don't see it as a musical. Like if dude was saying that, like it's just moving music in it, I see it. That would be like
let me see if I can find his full quote, because it was something like,
because that would be like what Glee was. Glee was just a regular high school show, but they had a Glee class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it would just be like they would have regular stuff, but then
You know what? There's one aspect of a musical that I would watch. It would have to be full parody. If you gave me a full parody musical, I'll watch it.
So his quote was,
I can't think if I watched a full parody.
But I can't watch if they seriously like saying like I get it. If the talent's gonna be there, the music's probably gonna be good, and it's gonna be shot well.
Why can't
That's just not
sing?
interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever heard.
He might be theater trained.
He could be. I have no idea actually. But his full quote was, so somebody had asked him about, the musical rumors, and he said, "We never really talked about it like that, but I like to say it's a film where music is an essential element. To me, it doesn't veer very far from the first film." And he assured fans that it will make sense when they watch the film.
Yeah, and that's how I view it though, because I feel like what people forget about the aspect of the joke, like the Joker, like movie was like the clown and the amusement and like the beratement of like, you know what I'm saying, like so it was still like the Joker movie was in the aspect of a man of like the clown who cries kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like in Joker 2 is like, it's still Joker, but because it's Harley's story in a sense, like she just may be someone who enjoys, like it's really like the death of like, probably like the death of the love and singer of whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like they're using music to kind of bring her down to Joker's level where you realize like, okay, now y'all really meant for each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like the dissection of like those two amusements, like laughter of clowns and like the joy of music and whatever. So that's how I view it. That's why I said I can get it. If he's saying like they're very similar. It's just the fact that we're using a different angle. Like the first angle was the whole clown aspect. Yeah. This one is more of a
she's supposed to be a psychologist. So if they turned her into a failed singer.
They may use music as a therapy between the psychology.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because they say all the time how music helps unlock deeper parts of the brain.
Oh, yeah,
so that's why I said I feel like what we see as a musical will be them having their sessions. Oh yeah, and it's kind of like that. So I get it. But that's why I feel like what you're saying, like it's a hard. I can get why you don't want to see it, but I can also believe what people gonna be like, that was definitely visually or whatever put together. Because like it's a different aspect.
Y'all let me know.
But let's go ahead and get into recommendations, man. I'll go first because I've been watching quite a few stuff. I'm trying to think what do I want to recommend? You know what? I'll go with Crisis Across Infinite Earth. I'm trying to think. Part 1. I still gotta watch part 2. Man, this is DC. Y'all making it very hard to find where to watch these shits at. But Crisis Across Infinite Earth, DC animation. I mean, we've talked about it all the time. DC animation is doing GOAT thing. One thing that I'm really excited about. So, as I said, I call him Dean Winchester, but yeah, we all know who he's talking about. But he has been vocal about playing Batman, right? And then in that last one, the one where there was like going back in the Western and everything like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with his performance. I'm gonna hold you. I was happy that he got a chance to play Batman and voice Batman, but I was just like, it's not what I thought it was gonna be. This one, I felt that he was cooking with the Batman portrayal. It fit.
Okay.
It made so much sense. I really like that. And this storyline, I mean, Crisis Across Infinite Earth, if you watch the Flash series, you got a little bit of it. If you read it, of course, you know about it and everything like that. And I think that the way that they're telling this story is really good. I love over the past few years, Flash is one of my favorite characters. I love how we've been seeing how OP Flash really is. Like, people don't really realize how OP Barry Allen really is and what the Speed Force and what it really is. And so I love that we're getting more properties in regards to that. And this portrayal, this telling of the Crisis storyline has been amazing. So go ahead. Like I said, part 1 is on Max. Part 2, I do believe, is on Apple TV. But by the time this comes out, if you're not watching it live, most likely should be on Max at that time. And then did you say this is a 3-part finale? So or series movie. So there's a 3rd part coming as well, but definitely watch it. It's a long watch. I think that first one was about like what,
hour and a half.
An hour and a half, maybe a little bit more.
It was an hour and a half.
So
hour 29 minutes.
So you get your money's worth, but it's definitely a great story. Great animation.
Do you think somebody needed to watch the whole Tomorrowverse to understand it?
No.
The Tomorrowverse.
This is the last 3 films in the entire universe of films.
So all the films are connected.
So from Superman, Man of Tomorrow,
they've been connected.
What is Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Justice Society, Long Halloween. I forgot the Green Lantern movie.
Yeah.
World, and I'm missing one.
Yeah, but they're all connected.
But those films, and then it ends with Crisis, which is the 3-part finale.
Really? Yeah. What makes DC animation?
So then, where does the Flashpoint fall in there? The actual Flashpoint movie.
That's an entire universe of film.
That's a whole other different universe.
That was the DC animated universe.
That's the DCAU. And this is the Tomorrowverse we're in now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just different runs. We're not
okay.
But the great thing about just any version of the DC animated series is that they treat it truly like comic book runs, right? And so if you watch it all, it adds more context to a lot of things, but you're able to watch any of the movies without watching the previous and still get the story and get a full story and everything like that. So that's why I love DC animations a lot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go next. I'm gonna recommend 2 different anime I'm watching. One is Kaiju number 8. I feel like I've talked about the manga, so you know how I feel about the manga. But the anime, 3 episodes in. I didn't watch the 3rd episode because we were at C2E2 all day yesterday. But first 2 episodes, just fire there. They are definitely staying true to the manga. And so I feel confident they'll do it for the rest of the season. The biggest question I have is I'm just curious where this season is going to end manga-wise. Then the second one would be Viral Hit. That one, it's pretty fun. I told you, I told you yesterday that I was going to definitely talk about it. It's funny because it's like the whole thing about YouTubers and stuff like that, and just how they manufacture their image. So yeah, those would be the 2.
Before you get into yours, second one, watch the Fallout series. Oh my God, Fallout series is so goated. Bro, I think, and here's what's funny. I think Amazon, I think the creators of the Fallout series, I think nobody thought that this series was going to be as good as it is. Because, I mean, yes, they dropped it all at once. Yes, they are putting it, they put it out. They got it renewed already for that 2nd season. And the reason why I think it works, and not giving any spoilers, because I definitely want everybody to watch it and enjoy it, is that they're telling a vault story that it lives in the world of what we've seen in Fallout, but they're not trying to do a 1v1 of a story that was already told. So it gives them that freedom of being able to tell a story, live in this universe, and still hit if you're a fan of the Fallout series, still hit on the points that make a Fallout game a Fallout game. And so like you're just loving all the Easter eggs, you're loving all the implications, you're loving this story. And Bacardi was asking like what type of feel it is. And the best I could say is like it's kind of like Stranger Things, where it's serious but it has comedy to it. So it's like, but it's not a flat out comedy and it's not a flat out seriousness, but it's like you can watch it and there's going to be moments that's going to be tense. There's going to be moments that you're going to laugh. There's going to be moments that's going to be crazy. There's going to be some dope ass action. The visuals are good. And I agree. Because the reason why I got it over The Last of Us right now, and it's a slim. It's not like it's blowing Last of Us out, but it is the ride that it takes you on and the funness of it. I really like this portrayal of it, where the Last of Us is doing a 1v1 and just adding a little bit extra to it. So that's why. But yeah, Fallout is Fallout goated so hard. Please watch it. Please watch it.
Mine would be trying to think what I was watching. Remonster. I started watching.
Okay.
So Remonster is really, I think it's on its 4th episode now, but that's definitely a heavy recommendation. I believe that's it's I had made a post too about it, saying like how we were talking about when do we feel we hooked onto a season or episode or whatever. And it was like the first episode, I definitely felt like I knew what the episode was like, the whole show was about. And by the 3rd episode, that whole episode by itself, like so much stuff happened in the episode that you was like, okay, this might be more of a looter episode, like season, like how the show than I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was funny in the aspect of the fact of like between 1 and 3, I had a completely different look. And I mean, I haven't watched 4, so I don't know if 4 actually like goes back and changes everything again. But 3, you was like, cuz what the fuck am I like? What is it? You're saying? But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm watching.
All right. Well, then the OG recommendation, man. Make sure you go to geeksetpodcast.com. As you can see, we got Black Geek merch all behind us and everything like that. That is available for purchase. And then those merch and anything from our website is going to get redistributed back to the Black Geek documentary. We do have some stuff up on our Patreon, patreon.com/Geekset, one of the best ways to support us, but you get a behind the scenes on the Black Geek documentary. And I explained this on a different podcast, but I was saying the reason why every tier gets access to it is because we truly just want to see people support. Right. So whether you pay $1 or whether you pay a $50 tier, you're going to get access to the Black Geek documentary behind the scenes. But it is more so kind of like choose how you would like to support us. Choose the funds that you would like to give us. And then, as we always say, supporters that support on the Patreon or who purchase stuff, like say, you're going to get that shout out in the credits, in that Black Geek documentary. So it's double, triple fold of ways that your support gets seen and get appreciated. So make sure you go there to geeksetpodcast.com, check out past episodes, check out the merch, interact there. Follow us on all social media platforms at Geekset Podcast, and make sure you join our Discord. Just a whole bunch of dope people talking dope shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep that culture going and everything like that. And before we get up out of here, I want to play our trailer. Now that it's
we in the Black Geek run anyway. We in documentary run.
And so you're gonna get this every time.
Doc season.
But as always, man, so we'll peace out before we get out there, and then the trailer play, and then it'll end. But we are out. Peace.
The one thing that I absolutely love about the culture is that it's still embedded in Black culture.
White geeks still rock Dunks or Jordans, and they also talk about Batman versus Superman. Batman and versus Superman is literally Brown versus Jordan.
Dragon Ball Z, that my whole trajectory and life changed. Don't nobody talk to me, my shit is on.
We just finna experience it. It look like it's gonna be real deep.
Oh my God, this is crazy!
The elevation from where King Vader started to now fucking crazy.
Black geek culture helped me through some of the highs of my life, through some of the lows of my life. It's always been there, sort of like an undercurrent to everything that I did.
There was no term for it. It was just, this is what I'm doing.
I love us in it. I love the fact that we take things and we always make it better.
I already hit it.
Oh.
Oh, you clicked it again and stopped it.
What?
When you clicked it, you stopped it.